Oh, look at that. Everything seems to be... everyone, say something.
Hello.
Something.
Everything's... Oh,
Am I
God.
heard?
Oh,
Am I
Jesus.
perceived?
No, wait. Everything's working and we're on time. I need to knock on something.
Hi.
Ladies
Oh,
and
that's on my
gentlemen,
desk.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dinner and a Game. This is what we all look like when we start on time. It's not good. We're never doing it again. Welcome to our Sunday afternoon stream of Crafty
Hydrating.
Mirage's Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign of Light and Loss. We are here to play some D&D 5e and slowly wake up on a lazy Sunday morning. So what we're going to be doing today is continuing our 5e campaign. And we are going to be playing that game with these wonderful people you see here, including our wonderful and amazing GM, Crafty Mirage. Let me go ahead and do some quick house cleaning, and then we'll do some introductions, and I'll turn everything over to Crafty, and we will get started. First off, if you want to support Dinner in the Game in any fashion, form, or form, you can actually go and just do the simplest things in the world. Follow us on any of our social medias. Our social medias we are streaming live to almost all of them right now, because we do multi-stream now. So if you stumble upon us, just hit that follow button and go. Joke's on you, I'm still asleep.
He is not. He's lying.
He's not lying. He's still asleep. He would never lie about something as serious as sleep. We all want to go back there. But if you want to support us that way, you can. It is the simplest and the best way you can support any creator. We will all tell you that we would do this no matter what, because this is our hobby and we do it and we love it and it's fun. However, if you guys take that time to hit that simple follow button, it is the biggest serotonin boost you can give to any creator. Knowing that someone, because it's a small effort, but it's still effort. You still have to go find the follow button and hit it on one of our social media accounts. And when we see that happen, when we get a new follower, it's a serotonin boost you would not even begin to understand unless you create as well and put it out there. It just means that someone cared enough to put a little bit of effort into letting us know they cared, and that's amazing. Also, if you want to support us in any other way, you can subscribe on any of our paid subscription channels, or if you're watching on Facebook, you can send us stars. If you're watching in YouTube, you can send us super chats, which will be responded to either in chat or directly online, depending on where we are in the scenes, because we will absolutely, pay attention to people who pay attention to us. It's the reciprocal nature of our small little world. But we also have other means of supporting us that are more tangible, such as our amazing merch line, which we have. I'm wearing one of the shirts right now, and it's one of the favorites that we have. It's basically the villain grabs you by the throat, slowly choking the life out of you, and all it says at the bottom is "Tell me more." Everyone seems to like that shirt. I don't know why. It's not because the Venn diagram between kink and TTRPGs is a circle. That's not true at all.
I was about to say, have you forgotten the Venn
circle.
diagram? You've
circle.
seen it. I know you've seen it.
I know. It's been... I think we've posted the meme several times. But all that being said, if you want to get this merch, you can. It's in our merch store. We have sizes up to 5X in most things, because that was a focus, because... Dude, look at me. Do you think I wear a 1X, 2, or even a 2X? Hell no. This is a 4X right here. And so it's either a shirt or I can use it as a small sail on a boat. But all that being said, remember you can also support us, and you can get some great coffees and teas by going to this link and ordering either your favorite coffee or tea from Many Worlds Taverns. If you use the link provided in chat right now, we'll get 10% of the total of your order value. And if you use the discount code Dinner in the Games when you order, you will get 10% off your entire order. Now, also remember, right now, Many Worlds Taverns is doing free shipping for any orders over $50 or more. And they now have subscription services where you can get a limited run coffee or a limited run tea as a subscription service every month. We have it set up to where we get the limited edition coffee every month. And when you get the limited edition coffee, you also get a set of polyhedral dice with it. And they send you a custom magic item every single month. Last month's magic item was this bad boy called the Full Moon and Wax and Wane. It is a pair of hand axes called Wax and Wane. They're each +1, and they each one of them has special abilities like casting darkness and then being able to see in darkness. And as long as they're within 60 feet of each other, they have other abilities that actually go off. Now, on the full moon, they turn into Full Moon, which is a great axe. And it has other special abilities, such as it can cast fucking Moonbeam. And it uses your charisma as the save modifier for it. I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. But this is like just an example of what they actually send you out. And plus, you get one every single month. And if you couldn't tell, we've been subscribed for a while now.
Whoa.
So we absolutely endorse them as being amazing purveyors. If you like teas, their masala chai, which is called Spice Sands, is fucking amazing. And if you like green teas, their lavender mint, all it needs is a touch of honey and it's perfect. It is incredible. So, all that being said, I've rattled on far more than long enough about all that stuff. Let's jump over and say hi to our amazing players and see how they're doing, and let them let us know who they're playing. Let's start out with Dice Goblin Black Cat. How you doing?
I'm here. I'm present and accounted for, as much as we can hope for this morning. I am Dice Goblin Black Cat on basically every platform. I make dice, and my shop is Fate and Fortune Dice. You can find me in the links, I'm sure. And I am playing Nim, our human rogue.
Absolutely. Nothing weird at all. Just a normal human everyday rogue, not having any weird background or backstory or anything like that.
Totally.
Weird features like iridescent eyes or anything like that.
Nothing.
My hair doesn't glow kind of with a gold light, and my eyes don't change colors because reasons.
Yeah, that never happens. And let's continue to go around the circle, and let's say hi to Bishi Bunny. Bunny, how you doing?
I am doing okay. I'm perilously low on blood, but ready to play a warlock with my happy little unicorn who has finally come back to life. I am playing Trash, the poor girl who is doing her best, cannot speak, but luckily she has a unicorn friend and puppet to help her out. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've finally got like half of the kit that makes this character works. So
the character will start working soon.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Bunny. And Jeremiah. I can't ever spell your name.
Okay. Hi. I exist.
There you go.
Yeah, I exist. I'm playing Robin, who is Robin is an Arcana Domain cleric, actually, but he's a satyr, and he's having fun because he lives in the carnival, and the carnival is a magical place. But now he's had to leave the carnival to come help his friends find things, and also he gets to discover new magic things. And look at all the wonderful ruins around us. There's got to be new magic things to play with.
Robin's gonna get us all killed.
No,
we're gonna be fine. And this time I have
guys.
And I'm Mr. Dag Show, Ray, founder of Feast Over Dinner and a Game. I'm actually getting to play in this game because Crafty Mirage is taking over the GM seat. And I am playing Kellen, who is a actual tiefling, and he is a sorcerer, and he is basically looking for a brother till a couple of days ago he didn't even remember it existed. So he's happy. And finally, we're going to take it over to the person who is going to try and wrangle this herd of cats, and that is the illustrious Crafty Mirage. Crafty, are you awake now?
No.
No.
Hi, I'm Crafty Mirage. You can find me on all social medias at Crafty Mirage. I also go by Nikki. I tell stories sometimes when my brain is working properly. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I have a book in front of me.
She's just gonna
It
read
says
stuff directly from the book.
it says speak English, not Spanish. Listen, when I'm very tired, I switch to my native language, okay?
That's okay. I'll understand every
English is
fourth word.
Every fourth word. There you go.
Yeah, when I'm really tired, it doesn't matter what language you're speaking. I still won't understand you, so it's fine.
All right.
Excellent. Most excellent. All right, so Crafty, take it away.
All right. So last session, our party wrapped up everything that they needed to do at the Witchlight Carnival, finding out that there's some shit going down that the owners of the carnival couldn't exactly talk about, but were able to divulge that the issues at hand could be dealt with in the land of Prismere, a place that Nim seemed familiar with. After wrapping up their work and celebrating a wedding at the carnival, the party went through the magical mirror that served as a portal into Prismere and landed atop the Queen's Causeway, which was dilapidated and broken, and our rogue Nim realized that the Prismere that she once remembered looked nothing like it did anymore. They climbed down to the ground of the now stanky marshland that they found themselves in, and were confronted by a bunch of Harengan brigands who wanted to rob them of a joyful memory. Nim, I believe, that was able to persuade them to just go away. No, who was it?
No, it was Robin.
Robin was the one that was able to. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
It's okay.
Robin was able to persuade them to just like move on, and after showing that after a calm emotion spell that her guys didn't really want to like fight, they were kind of just vibing there. So grossly outnumbered, she just went ahead and moved on with her peeps, and they started heading in the direction of the general direction Nim remembers towards her home, which on the way they also which they should be able to encounter potentially where this balloon that I forgot about the balloon. They saw a balloon when they were climbing down the causeway. They saw a hot air balloon crash in the swamps and are heading in the general direction of the crash as well as Nim's home. All right, that is where we ended last session. Now you guys are walking through. Sorry, you guys are walking through the marsh. It's all damp and wet underfoot. Every single step you make is squelching, and it's sticky. And you can see that there are just flies and mosquitoes and fireflies. It's just a general haze of just all the awfulness that is a swamp, with the sounds and the smells and the insects. It's just not fun. You'd picture the Feywild and you don't picture this aspect of the Feywild. You picture whimsy and wonderment. This is just nasty. But the scene is yours as you guys are walking. Since you haven't really had a time to really catch up and discuss too much.
Wow. Your home. This is your home?
Technically?
Oh.
I'm gonna go with technically. It's definitely kinda home.
Has the neighborhood gone to pot?
Did it always smell this way?
Not that I remember. But this also isn't home. We're on our way to home.
Oh,
It is
it'll be
just-
better there, right?
I really hope so. Mom and Dad'll know what happened here. They'll know. They'll know. So, but we should definitely keep going, and we're in that balloon, and further we are from the rabbits when they come to, better we are.
Oh,
Agreed
I
on
mean,
that.
I think they could be friendly. I mean, they were just in a bad mood. They probably needed a snack or something.
No, they told us pretty clearly what they wanted, and they also said that the laws meant nothing to them, so we should go.
Okay.
Oh,
I realize back where we came from, when someone says the law doesn't mean anything to them, that's almost commonplace, but here, that's weird.
why is
Okay.
it weird?
Because usually, like, Zybilna, like, the laws of hospitality are enforced pretty solidly.
Oh.
What are the laws of hospitality?
All right. So Nim would know this, but there are 3 rules when entering Prismere that everyone in Prismere follows and respects, because these are the laws that the Archfey set. The rule of hospitality, which is when a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you're expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such time as they prove by their words or actions undeserving of such hospitality.
I actually do think I know these. Isn't it also ownership and reciprocity?
Yeah, you got it, girl. You got it.
Ownership is basically don't take stuff that's not yours. And reciprocity is if you get something, you give something.
Gotcha.
Which, if you've been paying attention,
They broke at least 2 of those.
oh no, I meant paying attention to Nim. I keep giving little things to people.
Mhm.
It's almost like it's been instilled in me for a long time.
Which you also know that reciprocation does not have to happen immediately, but you are still expected to pay back
Yeah,
what you were given.
debt is a thing even in
Feywild.
in social situations.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh. Okay. Good to know. So they're mystically enforced. Is there some sort of mystical field over the area that actually controls behavior, and now it's not functioning, or is it just a general fear of repercussions from more powerful beings in the area who might enforce the rules?
You know, I don't know. I never actually had to deal with anything like that. I just understood what the rules were, and around home, for me at least, it was pretty easy to follow most of them.
Uh-huh. Did you ever
Also-
break them?
Depends on who you ask. I'm sure there are some people who would say yes, but me and my siblings, that was it was a game. It wasn't bad. It was just a game, but some people could have thought it was bad.
I'm just curious as if there was any kind of repercussions if you did break it.
Don't know, couldn't tell you.
Well, if you broke them and nothing happened to you, you could tell me that.
I don't recall anything ever bad happening to me.
Except being lost from your world for many years.
Well, that wasn't anything to with what I have, like what I did. That was,
Are you sure?
yeah, pretty darn. Pretty
Okay.
darn. I was 7,
Uh-huh.
and I got, well, I mean, for lack of a better term, kidnapped,
Yeah.
and me and my twin, we got kidnapped by the carnival, and when they moved here, it was kind of decided that they didn't need a copy, essentially, and they were like, we don't need both of them, and we shouldn't have taken both of them. So they were like, okay, well, we have to get rid of one of them, and that was me. So I got left here. But it's okay. Mom and Dad are great. I can't complain about my family. They're wonderful. I just kind of wanted to find my sister and show her my life.
Oh.
See if she cared.
When Nim mentions basically being sort of not chosen and being sent back, Trash sort of leans over and kind of lays her head on Nim's shoulder.
Nim appreciates it and just kind of pats you.
Well, I suppose we should find out what happened to this place then. If it didn't always smell like this, then maybe we should find out why it did. Why it started.
Yeah. I don't think this is a conscious choice by any means, at least not by who normally runs this place. So, yeah, it doesn't seem her style.
Okay.
Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh,
Perception time.
Perception time.
I don't know. Perception. That's my least favorite thing to do.
That's my least favorite thing to do.
Says the cleric.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite thing to do.
Guys, the 18 streak is over.
The 18 streak is over?
I rolled
It's
a
over.
17.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 9.
All right. So Trash and Killian.
Mm-hmm.
While Robin and Nim are more deeply entranced in their own little conversation as you guys walk, Trash and Ray Killian, you start hearing the sound of many footsteps squelching through the marsh.
Can I tell what direction they're coming from?
They're coming from ahead of you towards you.
Okay. Killian spins on a heel, and because we're squelching through mud, begins high knee running. And almost as an afterthought, he looks over his back shoulder and goes, "Run!
Why?
Something's coming!"
Nim's not gonna run, but she is gonna look for a place to dip into the shadows a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
$23.
Easy enough. There's a lot of shrubs and trees and mangroves and everything that you are able to just find some little area to hide in. Like there's just a nice little bush that's actually very conveniently nearby.
Yeah, Robin's just going to stand there and wait to see what's coming. He's curious.
And Trash, what are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm assuming I still have the armor of Agathis on it because it hasn't been past that time.
How long does Armor of Agathis last?
An hour.
Oh yeah, you're good.
And Alphonse just make sure that Alphonse is invisible.
Now I know we're
Okay.
booking it through like a swampy area. Are there actual trees?
There's trees. There's
Big enough to hide
while it
behind
is
trees.
you would have to hide behind trees.
Okay, then
Like
I'm
you would
gonna-
have to make the stealth
then
check.
I thought it was more open area. That's why I was like.
No.
booking it. Okay,
This is
okay.
like it's not like
In
Everglades
that case,
marsh. It's
change
like,
the word "run" to "hide," and
Okay.
and I would have jumped behind a tree. Tried to. I'm gonna make a stealth check. So.
go make a stealth check.
Doot.
To be fair, if we're looking at the map, it kind of does look like it's just a big open area.
I know, but no, I get
14.
take some creative license.
I got a 17.
17.
Yeah.
All right, 17 is enough. Yeah, you easily are able to hide behind another like little tree that's hanging nearby with some brambles and bushes. And Robin's just chilling there. Trash, were you going to hide or are you just standing your ground?
Trash will stand beside Robin.
Okay. So, Nim and Killian, you see Robin and Trash just kind of standing there, just like, "What's up, bro?"
Killian just shaking his head.
And after a moment, all of you start to like, you now hear the footsteps, many footsteps, and you feel the ground kind of shaking underfoot with the steps.
I should have stuck with run.
Like the water, any water and puddles you see is starting to vibrate from the movement.
Oh my god.
And you see ahead in the fog and in the murk, you see a house coming towards you.
I have regrets.
The house is literally walking through the swamp on a mass of fleshy legs.
Oh yeah, I have regrets.
That's neat.
And you can see that there's some smoke coming from the chimney. It's a quaint little cottage, actually. But it is walking towards your general direction. You don't know if you just happen to be in its path or if it is heading towards you, but it is just walking through the swamp.
Have I heard of this thing before?
Thank you for asking. Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage because this is a Feywild thing, a Prismeer thing.
It's a quaint little cottage mounted to a fleshy monstrosity.
Yeah, it's a 3-story structure with slate shingled roof and worm-eaten wooden walls.
Worm-eaten? That's not quaint!
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's quaint.
Wait, 16.
So 16. All right. You are familiar with this thing, what this thing is. You've seen it a couple of times. This is the inn at the end of the road. You know that this is a traveling inn that used to go all over Prismeer. And that has a very hospitable innkeeper inside, who and you've heard nothing but good things from your parents about this place. Well, you've never stayed at it. You've seen it. It came around your area every now and then.
Nim is going to immediately pop out and be like, "No, we're good. We're good. Let's."
I'm waving. Hi.
I'm tired and hungry, and this place is gross. This is good. This is good.
Yeah, actually, as it gets closer, you all can start to smell the scent of stew.
Stew.
And you see the inn as you're waving, Robin. You see a window shutter open, and like you see a hand in the shutter, and then it closes, and then it lowers. The house starts to lower into the muck, the fleshy legs disappearing, and the foundation itself just like sinking with a like wet squelch into the mud.
Oh. This is fascinating. I'm gonna go.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Killian, it's fine. We're gonna get some food. We're gonna relax. We're gonna get the ick off a little bit.
I've never been here. I will defer to your judgment. I just want to go on record as saying this is probably a bad idea.
No, this is an inn.
Okay, no.
It's magical.
Oh God.
It's magical.
Everything here is magical. You really should get used to that.
I literally have magic in my blood, and I can tell you that it's not always wonderful.
You're
not wrong. But I've only ever heard good things about this place.
And you only ever knew that this place looked totally different when we got here. So
I wonder if it's an actual creature or if there's some sort of enchantment that causes it to walk around like that.
Well, it sat down and hasn't attacked us, so that's a bonus in my eyes.
I've knocked on the door.
All right. Yeah, you knock on the door, Robin, and after a moment, like you hear barking actually from inside. You hear barking. And the door opens, and you'd see an elderly human woman with that she looks like she's wearing a simple dress with an apron on. She has like gray streaked brown hair that she has up in a messy bun. She has a knitted shawl around her shoulders. And she has a what looks to be a Shih Tzu in her arms, but the Shih Tzu is made of fire. It's a flaming Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu is made of fire.
Sometimes she leaves it outside of doors and then rings the doorbell and runs.
Yes.
And people stomp the crap out of her dog.
Yeah, no, it's a little Shih Tzu that looks like it's made of fire.
Hello.
And the woman looks to you. Oh, hello. Shih Tzu that looks like
Hi.
it's made of fire.
Two questions.
Yes.
One.
I have more than two.
Room.
I have more than two.
You got room for 4, and where are you headed?
We definitely have room for 4. And as for where we're headed, not very far, unfortunately.
Oh,
We can only really we can only really travel through this area right now.
Oh,
oh,
well, okay. I have added to my questions list.
I have too. But would it be okay if we came inside and then talked about it? Because it's kind of gross out here.
Of course, you as long as you the rule of reciprocity, of course, counts here, and just any old trinket will do for payment.
Oh, sure. One for each.
Yes.
Okay. So Nim's gonna go into her trinket pouch
Okay.
and is going to pull out something that represents each of the people staying. So for herself, she's going to pull out a small dark stone that is shiny and pretty, but has no real value as like a gem or anything like that. For Trash, she is going to pull out some almost sparkly looking thread.
Ooh.
And then for Killian, she's going to pull out this delicate combination of like mirror and wire. That's just kind of it looks like it could have been some kind of sculpture, but maybe it wasn't completed or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then
great, I'm incomplete.
and then for Robin, it'll take a minute to dig through, but a very tiny hourglass that has no sand in it.
Nice. Yeah, she sets the dog down on the ground and takes the trinkets and looks them over. These will do. Come on in.
But before Trash steps in, Alphonse speaks up. My apologies. I don't think people are used to thinking of me in this way, and I would hate to break any of traditions or insult your hospitality. 1 second. And you see sort of invisibly, you see the curtains ruffle on her little puppet theater.
Oh yeah,
and
because he's
then-
invisible still.
And then
Oh,
floating out
Sorry,
of
Alphonse.
it floating out of it is a puppet eye. One of his spare unicorn eyes. And it just floats over to her. And
She looks, or she's looking around right now and
Alphonse is a special case. He's invisible. I kind of forgot he was there.
well, thank you for being honest. And she takes the puppet eye and just turns it a little bit, and then you see her have a thought, and she tosses it for the dog to chase like a ball.
What fun!
Oh.
And you see the dog actually doesn't run so much as float.
So I have questions.
Of course, come on in and pull up. We have plenty of tables, and you can see. So the interior of the inn is the first floor. You can see is very homey. It's got a bar with some bar stools. It's a very aged wood, so you can tell that this place has been around for a very long time. The floorboards beneath your feet creak with each step you take. There is a nice roaring fireplace in one corner, and you see that there are 3 tables all set up with with just simple wooden chairs, and they have mugs at them ready to go and utensils. She's always ready for guests, even though there is no one visibly here at the moment.
So this particular tavern, it's a lovely place, by the way. I was wondering, is this some sort of artifice using enchantment and possibly some transformation magic, or is there some sort of illusion sort of element, or is it a living creature that you have repurposed into being a tavern?
She just like look. She's smaller than you, Robin. So like she was just like you're probably like walking right next to her, and she kind of just like looks up at you at all these questions. Oh, well, I just wandered in. I don't actually know. I just wandered in to the Feywilds once a very long time ago, and I found this house. It let me in. I cleaned it up, and me and the house have just kind of been going around ever since.
Do you have to feed it?
No.
Oh, wow. Then that would suggest some form of artifice. Then would there be any clues as to the previous owners and the origination? Would somebody have left an instruction manual?
There was no instruction manual. This place was pretty empty. There wasn't really much except for just dusty, cobweb-ridden furniture.
Why is the land seem to be cursed?
Oh, see, I do know the answer to that. That would be the Hourglass Coven.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
The Hourglass Coven are 3 hags who have completely run this domain to the ground.
Oh.
They seized control of Prismere about 8 years ago.
I see.
What?
Yes, about 8 years ago, I heard rumors that they trapped Zybilna in her palace.
Is that when you left?
Not 9 years ago.
Oh. Do you think those things are linked?
No, I wasn't that important to anything other than family.
Oh. People have more importance than they think.
Crafty.
Yes.
When was the last time that Nim had a visit from home in her dreams?
It's been a while. Like, it's been a few months. But that's not too strange, just because time flows differently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a few months.
And they've never mentioned that things were wonky.
They didn't.
Is it just this part of Prismere that's...
It's all of Prismere. The entire land was divided into 3 separate locations now. Each hag controls a portion of Prismere, and I can't even leave this part anymore.
Oh.
Can we?
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to leave myself. I used to be able to travel all across Prismere. This inn, in Zybilna's time, this inn was the talk of Prismere. I would always have... All the beds were full. I would have visitors regularly. And now I barely do any work.
I
no.
I have a question concerning that. This may not surprise any of you, I'm sure, but is this inability to leave this area a sort of imperative in the form of an effect that affects your mind, or is there a physical impediment? Do you run into like a field of energy that stops you, or does your mind not let you cross a certain boundary?
Well, the domain was partitioned off from each other. There's 4 sections, and there's the palace. There's this section which is called hither. The other section is called thither, and then there's yon. And there's just this mist that seems to block people from going through.
Ah, magical effect then.
If I try, anytime I've tried to go through the mist, I've always ended up just coming right back out where I went in.
Some form of illusion that causes a confusion as to the direction, and you end up walking back to the place you started.
Potentially, yes.
Illusion that causes confusion to anyone who makes an intrusion.
Oh, I like
Oh,
it.
that was clever.
But let me get you some stew. And you can see the kitchen. So you'd still be able to talk to her. Like the kitchen is right behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still able to talk to her, but she is going to be actively getting you some food to fill your bellies.
No one can see because Alphonse is still invisible, but just because it fits the mood, Alphonse has switched over into their maid outfit and is using prestidigitation to clean all the mud off our boots and the stitch off of us and any mess we made on the way in.
Nice.
I actually made some plum pie today too, so that you guys could have some slices of that.
I have a question concerning the food.
Yes.
The land through this section appears to be largely spoiled and turned to a marshy bog. Where do you get your food?
I create it.
Without natural ingredients? Like you have plums. Where are the plums coming from?
You see her. Some ingredients I can make. And you see her hold out a hand and do a spell, and you see 20 good berries appear in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have a basement where I grow a lot of food too.
Oh.
And I can grow it very quickly.
Some form of druid?
Yes, I am a druid.
Ah, excellent.
But normally, sometimes, and you see her pull out just a basket of plums, that some sugar plums actually, and they are spoiled. But you see her do another spell, and she basically purifies, like she does the purify food and water spell. I can make them better.
Does it look like we're going to be here for, like, say, long enough for a short rest?
Definitely a short rest. You're definitely going to be able to get a short rest. But if you guys want to stay for a long rest, you have paid. You have beds, food available to you.
Where does this place go next?
We just sort of wander around hither now. My inn walks for a mile before it drops again, waits 10 minutes and just in case anyone else wants to come in, and then it keeps moving.
Do you have any influence on what direction it walks?
Oh, sometimes I tell it which direction to go, but lately I've just been letting it walk where it wants. I tell it where to avoid.
Have you
Go ahead.
do you have objection to perhaps walking us towards which is the one that we need to go to the east, thither? Is it
I'm
That would be
Dice.
thither.
I was gonna say Dice isn't sure, but we need to get to the Wayward Pool.
I know the Wayward Pool. Yes. I can't get there.
Can you
I
get
know.
us closer?
Oh, I could potentially get you closer to the edge of the of the border that's behind us, but I can go in that. I can have the house go back in that direction.
That would be greatly appreciated. I need to get home. Mom and Dad I'm sure they know what's going on. Maybe we can help fix things.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you can go through. But and you see her just like tap the counter. She's like, back the way we came, dear. And you feel the house lift and start walking. So like it's like being on a boat or in an RV. You can walk around and move around, but there is like some movement happening while you're
The weirdest tank.
Yeah, you're in the weirdest tank right now.
Since we are taking a short rest and I still have a slot open, Trash is going to further dedicate Alphonse to the task of just sort of like straightening up and cleaning and dishes and stuff like that, and is basically turning Alphonse into an unseen servant.
Okay.
And actually, Robin will go through and look for things that are worn, like have cracks in them, and are somewhat damaged due to time or wear and so on. And he's using mending to fix them.
And you see her putting stew into bowls for you guys, into some wooden bowls for you guys, and she sees what you guys are doing, and she's like, "Oh, that's lovely."
Well, at least we can do.
Nim's gonna do the same thing as Robin.
just help fix up the place.
Yep.
Just little mending.
Yep.
I like you all. This is why I like having guests. You meet some of the nicest people when I'm going to make you guys get extra plum pie today.
Oh, well, thank you.
How lovely.
Yes, I am curious. This how you said this has been going on for 8 years. Does time travel at the same rate and as other planes? I wonder here. Like, is 8 years 800 years somewhere else, or is it just?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of really depends on when you decide to cross over, and what happens when you do.
What she said.
Okay.
But are you not from here? You look like you are a local.
I lived in a play on a world called Earth, which is where they found me. I came out of the woods one day, and nobody knows where I came from. But I got found by a nice elven couple, and they raised me, and it was very nice. But beyond Earth, I don't know where I'm from. So
You might have been from here, actually. At least the Feywild in general. Sometimes the fawns, they just wander out. It's the wildest thing.
well.
You can find a fairy ring somewhere and just come out somewhere else entirely.
Well, they did find me in the woods, so
You probably, if you weren't born on that plane, you were probably wandered through a fairy ring.
that's a possibility.
It's always terrifying how unstable the different connections are between realms.
It's
Terrifying
fascinating.
fun.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Robin and I kind of had backward upbringings in terms of me being from there and getting here, and you being from here and getting there.
It's
Maybe.
always interesting.
By the way, my name's Sue.
Hello,
Nice to meet you.
Sue.
Sue Harabrax.
So
Yes.
I'm Nim, of the Wayward Pool and the Glade of Little Oak.
Okay. Oh, I actually I think I know your parents then.
Yeah.
Your mother is a lovely woman.
She really is. She can be stern as a mom, but she's great.
Yeah, no, she is. I enjoy having tea with her anytime I go through there. I haven't seen her well in 8 years, but so I hope she's doing all right. But Lamorna, I've always enjoyed Lamorna. Eladon, he tells the best jokes.
Doesn't he? Yeah, that's great.
I enjoy a good pun. Your siblings though, they're troublemakers.
Oh, they're not. We weren't so bad.
Actually, no. Your mother's told me some stories.
We weren't so bad.
And you see, and she gives you that knowing grandmother look that as she puts the stews down on the tables for you guys to have, and you see her actually has brought out she has a bottle of mead under her arm too that she's pouring for all of you guys.
And clearly, I've grown up.
That is strange, but yes. I mean, you must have left the realm, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I was growing up before that, but I think maybe it's because I wasn't here as long or didn't get here as early.
Did the seasons change here?
Sometimes the Archfey generally has control over the weather, the sky, the flora, the fauna. They basically, whatever the Archfey at the time wants to do is what's going to happen. There have been a few winters here in Prismere. They were lovely. Some autumns, some springs, some summers.
It's not as systematic as back where we came from, but it's really nice to have some variety. And the Archfey may not give us a whole lot of warning, but it was always fun to sometimes just have snow.
You were going to say something, Trash.
Alphonse, again, still invisible. Good Lady Sue, you wouldn't happen to have any fruit juice, would you?
I do have fruit juice. One moment. Do you have a juice preference?
Apple, if you have it.
I think I might have something. One moment. And there's a thing. There's a specific thing that should be in here.
If she doesn't have it, I can always make it taste like apple.
Well, honestly, the Lady Trash doesn't imbibe. But that's fine. I will drink her mead. And the cup of mead floats up and you see it disappearing into something.
So yeah, she comes back and she comes back with a toffee apple juice.
Oh!
So it's a lot sweeter than regular apple juice.
Yeah, Trash takes a sip and then just goes to town. So she's drinking, and then you see the cup that has the mead is also being quaffed by an invisible unicorn puppet.
Amazing. I love Alphonse so much. But yeah, you have some nice. It's more of a vegetable stew, not a lot of meat in it, if any at all. There's potatoes in it. There's tomato, carrots, stuff like that. It's a nice hearty stew.
What? Just out of curiosity, what is the meat in this?
Do you know what a mephit is?
Yes.
That.
I thought it was a little spicy.
Every now and then one likes to stir. Every now and then one comes out from the mud, likes to think that I'm just a fragile old lady, and becomes dinner.
I see. Are they a perennial problem here even before everything that happened, or?
They weren't as bold as they are now. But they're just irritating. They like to threaten people if they do, and to threaten people into and say they're going to drag you into the mud.
So what you are saying, this is from Alphonse, is that there is a madness to these methods.
Yes, I like you. I like you.
So I'm eating mud.
You're eating a mud method. I washed them. I washed them off.
Okay.
It's still a creature.
Yeah. An
But yes,
intelligent one.
Intelligence is measured in different lengths.
Debatable.
It's debatable. Well, sometimes there's some snail in. Sometimes I get a snail. Sometimes I get some dragonfly. Sometimes I get some what are they called? Frogs.
Oh, okay. Frogs are good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to make do with what's outside.
No, it's
Got to make stew.
Got to make stew with what's outside.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny where the line gets crossed because we just spoke to several rabbits.
Oh, the brigands! You met them?
Yes. So I'm just saying, if you're not gonna really worry about the method, then why aren't you eating the rabbit?
Yes. So, I don't really interfere with the Haringen very much.
They seem very aggressive for rabbits.
Yes, they are. They work for the. From what I understand, they work for the Hagen of this area.
That explains a lot.
Are you suggesting that they may be stealing the memories for the hag's request? Or on the hag's request?
I honestly do not know.
Can I make a Arcana roll just to see if Killian has any knowledge of hags? I don't have a high Arcana, but I figure hags are pretty dominant. So
yeah, go ahead and make a Arcana, or an Arcana roll would work.
Cool.
Would a history check be appropriate for me?
Never mind.
Yes, you can do a
nothing.
history check too.
So to say, considering my background with them.
Yeah.
My brain is a metal sieve with giant holes and nothing stays in it. It just goes right through.
Yeah, I would also like to make an Arcana check on them if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight roll or at advantage?
You can do it at advantage because you basically grew up here, so you would know more information about this stuff.
It's okay. I rolled well twice, so 20.
20?
Nice.
All right. So, just Nim knows about hags. You know that they are fae of a more nefarious nature. You also know that they like to make deals with people. You know that they like to serve their own interests. And you know that they're not creatures you want to mess with if you can avoid it. But you also know that technically even Zybilna is a hag.
Mm-hmm.
She's good for the most part.
Right. Which hag is over this area, and which one's over?
Are you asking that to Sue?
Yeah. But also, was it thither that the Wayward pulls in?
Thither.
Okay. Sue, do you know which hag is in control here, and which one's in charge of thither?
Bavlorna.
And that name rings a bell?
I'll say with your 20, you know that Bavlorna is one of 3 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
who is, hang on, I'm going to mispronounce this word I'm going to mispronounce this name really bad. God damn it, where is this name?
Trash is silently mouthing something.
What are you mouthing?
Which is which is which is which is which.
Eek. Nothing disturbing about that at all. Everything's fine.
Yeah. If you put the name in chat, we might be able to help pronounce it.
No, I got it. I was thinking of the wrong name too. I just Google searched to double check. So you know that she is one of 3 hags that are daughters to Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that they are also Zabilna's sisters, adopted sisters at least.
Was I with the gang when they screwed with the hags?
What do you mean?
I don't remember if we talked about that or not. Because I thought there was something in the backgrounds you gave me. So I don't know if I've encountered them or if that was just something that
You are aware of them.
Okay.
Your whole you are aware of the hags.
Okay, so I wasn't around for that. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if we decided on timing on that.
Yeah, we'll talk after. We'll talk after.
Okay.
But Bavlorna is the hag in charge of this fraction of Prismere, and thither, I believe, is Gabatha? I believe.
That's a great name.
Let me think. Is it yes, it's Gabatha. It's Gabatha.
That sounds like a name a 10-year-old would come up with, but yes.
Wow.
I mean, not wrong. They act like children sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I wonder if I can find out all of their secrets.
That would probably give you a leg up on them if you're planning on confronting them.
Why? I mean, they've done a lot of unfortunate things here, and I'd like to know how they did them, but I also would like them to stop if this is not how it's supposed to be.
It's not. It's really not. When Zabilna was in charge, we all were held to the same standards when it came to the rules of conduct. Mm-hmm. But ever since they took over, they still follow the laws, but they each have their own. Each have their own view on how those laws are meant to be run. So and they aren't enforced.
Huh.
Like they still believe very strongly in hospitality and reciprocity, from what I understand, but they all claim ownership of everything in their own realm. And they don't punish though. They're not as hands-on as Zabilna was. Zabilna ran a tight ship, but these they're just serving their own self-interest, so everyone just does whatever the heck they want, as long as it serves their if it serves their interests, no one gets in trouble.
I have a question.
Yes.
You don't appear to be native to this place.
No, I as I said earlier, I wandered into the Feywild one day, and
What was your original home like?
I lived in a very large forest. The trees were as tall as castles.
Ooh.
And I came here, oh gosh, I think I was in my 30s.
Huh? Well then,
Very long, very, very long time ago.
I see. I was just curious.
I actually don't even remember the name of the place. And I wouldn't want to leave this place again because, well, for individuals like myself who are not from here, if you travel from this plane to another, you could forget everything.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
It happens sometimes.
Oh. Well. So, do you chop the wood for the fire in the hearth, or does it magically generate?
Oh, I just we just grab some sticks and twigs that are outside, and then Chi-Chi there, and she points to the Shih Tzu. Chi-Chi will light the fire.
Oh. Chi-Chi is some form of elemental, yes?
Oh, she is my wildfire spirit.
Oh, okay. Ah. Oh, okay.
Yes, I am. My circle, my druid circle. We did more. We were more educated in the.
Pyrotechnics.
Yes.
Does Chi-Chi like treats?
Applied thermodynamics.
Chi-Chi can eat them, but she doesn't get any. Like she doesn't need to eat.
Nim reaches into her pouch, very aware of a like a perfectly carved cube of like cedar wood. Just kind of pulls it out. Can I give Chi-Chi a treat?
Yeah, of course you can give Chi-Chi a treat.
And she just kind of holds it out.
Yeah, she take like the Shih Tzu, the fire Shih Tzu just walks over to you and takes it with its little like the teeth are actually like almost like obsidian black.
Mhm.
And like it takes the wood and just starts like chewing on it. And you can see it like starting to smolder and scorch as it chews on it.
It feeds on carbon.
I have a question.
That was the idea.
Good Lady Sue.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen other individuals that maybe go back and forth? Perhaps like a child in a pig mask, or a shadowy female figure, some sort of caster or something like that. Basically, Alphonse describes all the various
The thieves.
the thieves.
I've heard of them. I've heard of them, but I haven't seen them myself. I think that they're just lackeys for the hags that do whatever they're set out to do.
Well, I can't help but sort of put together the idea of these brigands stealing memories and these thieves stealing memories and voices and siblings and such. I wonder what it is that the hags are doing with all of this.
I couldn't tell you. Probably the hags. These hags will do whatever they want to serve whatever emotion or agenda they have at the time. Sometimes they have no reason for doing it other than they just can.
Huh.
Oh, I just thought of something.
And what is that?
Sue, you said Sibylna's gone. Is her protection over children gone too?
No, that has remained. She's not gone. From what I understand, the rumors are that she's been trapped within her palace.
Oh,
Okay.
so if we were to...
That means some of the children might actually be okay still.
Indeed. It also means that it's possible that if we were given sufficient impetus, sufficient need or cause, we could arrange for a change in the status quo of the realms in general by restoring its original monarch.
That would be better.
If you would do that, if you did that, I would give you all the trinkets you gave me back, because that is reciprocity to get you guys beds here for as long as I'm still alive.
I mean, it may be overly ambitious and beyond our capabilities, but it could be fun to find out.
I'm curious about something as well.
Yes.
Did the thieving at the carnival, did that start after she was imprisoned in her own castle, or has that been going on for a while?
What carnival?
Robin would know that.
Yeah, Robin might know that.
It's been weird because, like, it's hard to keep track of time when you guys travel through realms, but it feels like roughly about 8 years since things started going weird in the carnival, and you also joined when things were already bad. Robin.
Okay. And I relay that to them, that it was bad by the time I joined.
It is very possible these are all interconnected, then I would.
Well, it's possible. Let's find out.
Well, it's going to take a few hours for the house to get to the border.
Maybe we go take naps.
Well, we don't. We also want to stop at the balloon.
What balloon?
I don't know if we're still on the same path anymore.
I thought they were. They were
The
both going through
balloon. The balloon
something.
was in the same direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one
Okay.
of the reasons we were like.
So are we technically still on track to reach that balloon?
Yes.
Okay. About how long has it been since we got into the house? Because I don't
As
know.
long as we've been talking.
Cool. How fast does this thing travel? Because I know you said it was only like a
30
mile or...
feet. 30 feet around.
It's human
Pretty
walking
fast.
speed.
It's going walking speed.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing, though. How does distance work here? Because I know out of character, I know in the Feywild, distance is just as wonky as everything else. So, is this like a super Feywild based place? And is like
It was before when it was with Zybilna, it was super wonky, but like now it's a little bit more structured because everything got separated.
Got it.
Because it got fractured. So there is distance of measurement in this game now, or in this part of the, like in this realm. Oops, hang on. I'm gonna put it on hither. In this realm, and I don't follow, like, there's a scale in miles thing down below. I don't follow it. I just do whatever I think is good for the narrative, because I feel like, because theoretically, just based on the map, you guys can get anywhere within like a couple of hours in this place, and I'm just like, that doesn't feel like a big domain for someone as powerful as Zybilna.
Yeah. I think that's why it's all like, it's the usual thing with the Feywild. It depends. How much are you concentrating on where you want to go? How much are you distracted by everything else?
Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for the purpose of the narrative, could we arrive at the balloon spot, say after an hour's worth of traveling and resting? Since
Yes.
we did sort of basically take a short rest.
I could, I mean, you see her put a hand on the counter. Hey, but darling, did you notice a balloon when we were walking? And you see her just lightly petting the counter and just talking to it doesn't respond, but you can see her nodding and everything. The house thinks it knows where it fell.
Huh.
We just
Very
want to
good.
make sure whoever was in it is okay.
Oh, of course, that's very nice of you.
They might even need a ride.
I
Potentially.
mean, it's a possibility, but I am more fascinated by the fact that the house apparently has some sort of personification in the form of a intelligence that can communicate with you and observe the outside world.
It's my friend.
Oh,
It's intelligent. It knows. It knows.
does it have
doesn't-
a name?
I just call it house.
Oh,
That's actually
Sometimes
a
I
very
call
nice
it home.
okay.
Everyone else calls it the inn at the end of the road.
Does it have pronouns?
I call it buddy sometimes. It doesn't have pronouns, no.
So it doesn't have a perception of gender that constructed out. Okay.
The legs are pretty like androgynous too. They seem to fall, like some of the legs just look fleshy.
I wonder if there's a healing
It's a description.
hut version like this that's also house, perhaps even a doctor.
I always think of Howl's Moving Castle when I think of this house.
That's where I was at, but
Yeah. I am now going to figure out exactly what arc I have to throw at to be able to hit Bishy.
I need to do math. Hold on.
But this is beside the point. Yes. Wow. So the house has intelligence, but it is not burdened by the perception of gender constructs, which is nice. But it doesn't seem to have a separate identity in that it doesn't have names or does it have a perception of self? Does it express being tired or does it have needs? You said you don't have to feed it, but
I don't have to feed it, but it always seems to want it. When I got here, it seemed lonely.
lonely.
Like it was waiting. I think the house just wants, like every home, it just wants to be filled with a sense of purpose.
Oh.
And since it's an inn, maybe it wants joy and maybe music.
It could. We haven't had music in here in a very long time.
I could do something about that. It may not be good music, but I can try.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a performance check.
I will join with my flute to assist.
All right, go ahead and give me a performance check. Anyone who wants to.
I was trying to just give him advantage. But
Oh, okay, yeah, you can give him advantage.
Okie doke. Advantage it is. Do. Yes.
Okay, yeah, holy shit, that's a natural 20.
high five.
Yeah, you pull out the pan flute and start doing a jaunty little tune that you learned in the carnival, and you see Sue very happy by it. The dog, like Chi-Chi's tail's wagging too, and the house it feels like it's moving just the slightest bit faster.
Just the slightest bit faster.
Like the fire in the hearth actually feels warmer now.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, oddly enough, it's a swamp, but that doesn't necessarily. It's kind of swamp muck mire place. That doesn't necessarily mean it's warm. What is the weather like? Overall temperature like here? Is it like a hot, steamy, muggy swamp? Okay.
Humid and muggy.
Got it.
If you go out there, you need to be careful. There's mud mephits. There's marsh gas. There's there are these there's the O wells that are just constantly changing how much water is coming in, and the water levels.
O wells?
Yes, O wells.
What's an O well?
Well, an O well. What's an O well?
Sorry, I just gotta keep on asking these questions.
Well, no, it's just like I hear what's an oh well. Oh well, you don't need to know that.
I was gonna say.
Well,
it
an
keeps
O
me
well.
from doing it.
They're magical wells, and generally, when Zabilna was here, the wells served as gathering places where fey creatures could barter and share gossip.
Fascinating.
And now?
Now the wells are corrupted.
Nice.
And the wells are fluctuating between spewing out foul-smelling water and drinking it back in. So every now and then, you might see the water levels change in the swamp, and you might go from walking to swimming.
Oh, well,
Yes.
yeah,
Truly, it sounds like the land itself is sick.
yes.
That's accurate.
It very much is.
It definitely does not sound happy.
Wow.
There's also mud pits everywhere. The house has gotten stuck a couple times.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the land has a corollary relationship with its ruler. I wonder if that is some sort of symbiotic or parasitic nature.
Well, that's what happens here in the Feywild. The most powerful archfey in the area tends to have an effect on the environment, and Bavlorna is having this effect on this area.
I have an odd question. What is the lightest chair you have here?
The lightest chair?
Chair, stool, something of that nature.
I mean, the bar stool's probably lighter than a chair.
Okay. What reciprocity, my apologies, would it require to acquire one?
I mean, are you all going to try to help Zybilna?
Certainly.
Yes, that is the plan.
Go ahead and have the stool.
Thank you.
That's
The
reciprocity
stool-
enough for me.
The stool moves up in the air, floats over, and trash gets on it, and then the stool and trash lift up off the ground. Very good. This will be useful.
Just out of
The rule of
curiosity.
reciprocity doesn't have to be immediate.
Mhm.
As long as we eventually take care of what's going on with Zybilna.
How are you doing that?
Are you asking me, sir?
Yes.
I fly, and I'm very strong.
Oh, very well. So it's through some sort of manual strength, and the process appears to be a floating chair because you are flying and you pick it up,
And I'm invisible. Yes.
and the lady trash.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I'm just capable of lifting both of these things without too much effort. But I thought about it before, but dragging trash along through the air by her collar did not seem comfortable at all.
Oh no, I can imagine not. Oh well then.
My apologies. I wish I could carry all of you, but
No, it's fine.
I only have
find-
so many hands.
I find interesting things in the swamp. So, there's something.
I don't think we're going to fail to find interesting things in the swamp or anywhere in this place for that matter.
Yeah, Alphonse was worried about the idea of poor trash disappearing under the water at some point.
I think we should be arriving at the location of this balloon in about an hour if you all want to just relax, rest, eat your food before it gets cold, and then I can get you some pie.
Okay.
Everyone
Ooh,
in the
AI.
gesture that everyone else made, and because I just looked it up and I do have it. Just out of absent-mindedness and just because he was always tinkering with stuff like this, Killian will start also casting mending on things that look like they need it, just wandering around, absent-mindedly doing it.
She is very appreciative of it. By the time you guys are done, the place looks a lot better than it did when you guys came in.
Absolutely sparkling.
5 feet at a
between
time.
between mending and prestidigitation.
Yep.
And
this is the
unseen,
nicest it's ever looked.
an unseen servant and everything.
Yeah.
Alphonse does make an appearance at one point, though, to sort of reset the invisibility while holding the chair. And at that point, the stool itself disappears with him. So,
All right.
because otherwise it would look kind of funny. Well, it's going to look funny anyway because she's going to be in a sitting position floating, but whatever, She's going to be a Harkonnen.
Well, the party takes the next hour to just relax and eat and have their fill, and they've gotten a good source of information from Sue. And we're going to go ahead and take our break.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a 10-minute
10-minute break.
10-minute
I need
break?
to eat something.
Gotcha. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We will be back in 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone, for being here and enjoying the stream with us. Thank you for everyone who's been watching on YouTube and on TikTok. We really appreciate it. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
There he is.
Look at that. He barely got back on time. Amazing. God, he's such a professional. And we lost. I hit a button. Oops. I thought we lost somebody, but I hit a button. All right, there we go. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for letting us take that break. The chaos is, of course, rampant as always. Let me check something. Boop. There we go. Now it's back. My mic was off on TikTok. All right. So we are back, and we are ready to say time to play. Crafty.
Time to play. Yeah, I'm back. Woo! All right. So before the break, you guys found the inn at the end of the road and were able to get an info dump on some of the things that have been transpiring in Prismere since Nim last was here. You learned that a coven known as the Hourglass Coven has kind of done a hostile takeover of the area and trapped Zybilna in her palace. And you are utilizing the inn at the end of the road to travel to the border of Hither, the splinter of the domain that you are currently in, but are going to be making a brief stop along the way to the hot air balloon that you witnessed fall from the sky. So, after about an hour of you guys traveling, which you guys hopefully took your short rest. If you hadn't, go ahead and take it. You feel the house come to a stop and lower itself to the ground. You can hear the wet squelch outside as it sinks into the mud. And Sue opens up the shutters of one of the windows. Oh, I know where we are. Okay, we're at Slanty Tower.
Is that
okay?
Is it a name because a tower is at an angle, or is the
person she just gestures to the window for you to look outside.
I look outside.
As you look outside, you see a crumbling tower, a stone tower that rises out of the swamp. That is leaning at such an angle that looks like it's about to literally fall over. There are black brambles surrounding the base of the tower and clinging to the lower half. And hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak, you see the large woven basket at the end of tangled ropes and tattered fabrics of the hot air balloon that you guys witnessed. And you can see it just hanging from the tower about 30 feet up from the air.
That seems problematic.
Tower is about 50 feet tall and 20 feet in diameter. Actually, I have a map.
You have a map?
I have a map.
My friends don't have maps.
They'll
all be jealous.
Now?
Yep.
Okay, because I gotta wait for you to activate it so I can go to it. Which one's it called?
I have you guys. I have the player thing on it.
Oh, there it is.
That's lovely.
Oh.
So, do you think that's a wizard's tower? Is there a wizard that lives there? I would like to hang out with a wizard, I think.
I don't think anyone lives there.
You guys are basically right over here.
Okay.
Shall I scout ahead? This is from Alphonse.
Sure.
It's
Okay.
seen better days, unfortunately.
Alphonse is going to go out the door
Kitty.
and fly up there invisibly to see what's going on in the little basket and all that.
Okay. So, all right. So he goes up. What is Alphonse's passive perception?
Passive perception. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
25.
It is. I think if it's lower than mine, I can use mine. Yeah, because trash can look through Alphonse's eyes. So yeah, trash is better. So the passive perception is 14.
14. Okay. So you have through trash you see through Alphonse's eyes up in the hot air balloon. you see a bird cage inside the basket. And you can see that there is just like this small purple creature inside the basket. And you can also see inside that's inside the cage. And inside the basket, you can see the corpse of a bullywug. Actually, no. Give me a history check to see if you know what a bullywug is.
Okay.
Bullywug.
Wait, whoa. History. That's apparently.
How much?
Got a 20 or 22 if I had advantage.
Yeah, but got a 20. All right, with the 20, I'll say it's enough. You know what a bullywug is because you've read several children's stories in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Of them, they are these humanoid frog creatures that literally they're just humanoid frog creatures. Like they look like so he's a human size, like a medium-sized creature that is about the that looks like a frog, a frog made it with a dude. And you do see that there is like this strange purple creature inside a silver bird cage that seems to still be moving around. So you can see that it is still alive.
You all see Trash's mouth moving slightly, though you have no idea what nothing's coming out. And Alphonse, are you all right, sir? To the creature inside the cage. Still invisible, though.
The creature in the cage looks up and starts looking around wildly. Who's that?
My name is Alphonse. We are checking up on you. We saw your balloon go down. Or I guess their balloon go down?
Where does thou voice come from? Foul creature.
Foul? I think not. Unless you mean like a bird. I am flying, of course. Yeah. You can have a look at me. And appears, and you see the unicorn puppet as Alphonse,
And you see, like, the creature starts leaning closer to the bars. And through Alphonse's eyes, go ahead and give me another history check.
Okay.
Or actually an Arcana.
It's the same bonus either way. 21.
21. This is a fairy dragon that is inside of the inside of the bird cage. He sees you. Is he dressed? How's Alphonse dressed?
Alphonse is currently dressed.
Still in the maid outfit?
Yeah, most recently, Alphonse was doing the maid thing. So yeah, it's probably in the maid outfit.
Ah, a loyal servant. Listen, he lowers his voice. Speak quietly from now on. But as you can see, I am in a bit of a bind. I am Sir Talavar, and I am one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, and I ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from Bavlorna Blightstraw, and our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and then set plummeting into this current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, and he looks mournfully at the bullywog that's dead in the basket. They did not survive. And he has a moment of silence. However, I have been trapped up here for quite a while now. And you must help me because I am a loyal queen. I am a loyal servant to the queen of to the queen of the Sealy.
Okay. Both Alphonse is mentally and Trash are both kind of like together, kind of putting their heads together, and are going to roll insight with the help action.
Yeah, sure.
To try and get a bead on this thing. Roll this. There we go. Oh, I rolled twice, and it was the second time that was worse.
He seems to be telling the truth, as far as you're aware.
Alphonse is. I mean, they're both relatively naive characters. So,
Relatively naive.
how heavy does the cage look?
It's just a bird cage. It's not a big one.
Okay. Alphonse, well, seeing as we are somewhat kin, one moment. And Alphonse goes back to invisible and lifts the cage and starts bringing it down.
Okay. So everyone else from inside the inn, you can see a bird cage being lifted from the basket, and it's a silver bird cage, and it's coming down, and it looks like it has a creature within it. And it comes down. Alphonse brings it in through the door and sets it on the ground, and you can see.
Why did you bring that into the inn?
This noble creature is apparently a servant of the true queen.
And who locked it in a birdcage?
I have no. Well, I don't know. I don't know the situation. I thought we could find out about. Oh, one second. Here, and gives and floats over to the Lady Sue a spare puppet hand.
Who are you handing the puppet hand to?
To Sue.
Oh,
to pay for the dragon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll take the puppet hand.
We could ask him his name.
I have his name. Well, actually, you know what? You speak for yourself.
Yes, I can speak for myself. A servant who mysteriously disappeared again. Hello, I am Sir Talavar. I am one of the knights of the Summer Queen, Queen Titania of the Summer Courts.
Ah. Hey, Alphonse. Was there anybody else in that up in that basket?
Yes, a dead bullywog, one of the frog people, from stories, you know.
And anything else up there?
Did Alphonse notice anything else?
It was for you didn't do it didn't look like there was anything else. It looked like it was just the basket and the individuals inside, but the basket did crash, so anything that could have been in there might have fallen out.
I can do a more thorough examination while you discuss things with.
I'll go with you just in case I need to climb up there and take a look around myself.
Did you see a wizard?
No, I did not. Unfortunately.
Oh. Well, I think I should assist at least.
We're leaving Killian here and the Lady Trash to discuss things for the night.
Well, I suppose
we'll have time to travel, and I'm sure we can discuss things further.
Sir Knight, I have one question.
Yes.
You're in a silver cage.
Yes, that is correct. I've been trapped in here.
By whom?
By Bavlorna Blightstraw.
And
the foul witch.
Understood. And how did you escape them if you were trapped in the cage?
Pull up a chair and I shall tell you my harrowing tale.
Can we...
Can we have the abridged version?
Well, I was going to say, can we have that story while we travel? Because I know we still have some time to travel yet, but in order to get there, we should go check out the tower real quick just to see if there's anything else that we missed. And then story time. For sure, story time. And also, do you want out of the cage?
Yes, I would very much like out of the cage.
Cool. I'll work on that too while we listen to the story.
It's inhibiting my magic.
I put my hand on Nim's shoulder and says, perhaps we should spend some time exploring the tower first, and then once we have the situation well appraised, we can come back and devote all our attention to unlocking the cage, as if it is a trap, it may be magically enhanced.
Yep.
So let's wait until we have more time to devote, so we do not injure our new friend in the attempted rescue. And we will go and check the tower now and come back and finish getting them out afterwards.
I forgot to describe the dragon too. So he's a tiny little purple fairy dragon. His wings are kind of like a pink ombre, like on the inner, like on the webbing.
Mm-hmm.
You can see he has a belt on with a tiny little sword in its sheath, and he's got gauntlets on too, and he's got like a tiny little twirly mustache.
Adorable.
The photo is just insane. I'll share it to you guys later.
Yeah, I can't help but remember also we're all wearing butterfly wings still from the carnival.
Yep.
So Alphonse had butterfly wings when talking. So
Oh,
I don't know how
bright
seriously he
gold.
might have taken the Ken thing.
He didn't. He did not. He saw that it was a puppet.
Mm. So I guess we can leave him here,
How dare.
and we can all go explore the tower real quick to make sure that's
Sure.
okay, and check out the balloon.
We'll be right back. We just need to make sure there wasn't anything else
You
over there that
already
might be
said that you were
dangerous.
being you already said you're being held captive by a sorceress, so we do not want to also assume that the cage you're in is not trapped as well. So we want to spend some time devoting to opening it safely. So
I mean,
that's-
we could open it without any precautions. There would be a magical phenomenon, I'm sure, and that would be interesting, but it might endanger the life of the person in the cage.
or even those opening the cage. So either
Yeah.
way.
And also Lady Sue, who has been so gracious to us. And I'm sure could provide you with some stew while you wait. Perhaps some plum pie?
Oh, there's plum pie.
Yes.
Oh. Yes, humble proprietor. I would love a slice of plum pie, please. And Sue's just like looking down at the cage, picks it up, puts it on the counter, so he's at eye level with everyone because it's a tiny bird cage.
Oh yeah,
He is a small little fairy dragon.
yeah, they're tiny.
And she just puts it on the cage, and all right, I'll be right back.
Like,
Be
this
safe
cat
out
is
there.
bigger than them.
Yeah, the cat is bigger than the fairy dragon.
Quick question, Crafty, about the charm of the monarch.
Yes.
I know it has 3 charges. Do those re-up, or are they 3 charges and gone?
It's 3 charges and it does not re-up. So basically you have 3 hours worth of that. Like it's broken down into hour.
Right. But I just wanted to know is if it was 3 charges recharge, 1d3 at dawn, or
No,
3 charges and gone.
3 charges and gone.
Cool. That's really all I needed to know.
Yep.
All right. So back to the tower. Investigate quickly.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Perhaps we could find a wizard or some other magical artifacts. It looks like a wizard's tower.
Also, I do want to check out the balloon and the basket in the balloon and see if there's anything else. We
That
may
was my
learn.
focus.
Yeah.
Trash will activate Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Yeah. Killian will realize that he is a very thin sheet of paper over a cannon and will be very careful.
All right, let me real quick just draw.
Never draw. Never draw.
This is basically where the inn dropped. That square right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is where.
Give me a second. Maybe I might have to refresh. Roll 20. Oh, okay, got it. I can.
And then so that square is where the inn dropped. This is the
basket.
and this is the balloon, and it's 30 feet in the air.
I kind of want to look around on the ground underneath to see if anything fell. Or
All right, so you're approaching. So as you're approaching the tower, you do see that the base of the tower is surrounded by brambles, like these dense, thick black brambles.
Well, that's interesting. Are these magical brambles?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay,
I'm
that
going
will
to
go perfectly for me.
I'm gonna grab just like a stick off the ground, like a dead stick. I'm gonna toss it on the brambles.
You toss the stick
From 10
onto
feet
the
away.
brambles from 10. Yeah, so they're basically covering they're yeah. You toss it from 10 feet away. You toss the stick onto the brambles, and Nothing happens.
Perfect.
Yeah, Jeremiah, you notice as you're looking at the brambles, they're just brambles.
Oh, okay. Well, we can probably cut through these without causing too much trouble. They don't seem to be magical in nature, so.
Let me go ahead and put your tokens on the map just so I have an idea
shit.
of where you
I
guys
think
are.
my token's is still broken.
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind. I think I fixed the token itself, and just the character sheet didn't load up.
Yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and put your tokens on the map for me, so I have a general idea of where you guys are.
Sure, I can do that. I'm helpful.
I'm useless.
Probably right here because he's right next to the bramble. So yes, we could use normal lever physics and manual dexterity to process a form of deforestation over a particular minute area to cut our way through.
The door, you can see that there are hidden in the brambles. There are steps to the tower to go in to get into the tower right over here.
The Lady Trash could blast through if you wished.
Ooh, that would be lovely.
How do I put myself on the map?
You drag yourself from.
You were
From
on
where?
the map a second ago.
Yeah,
I'll wait till everybody goes and then
I don't know.
Trash closer.
Yeah, let me. I'll drag you guys on there. All right.
Are you dragged by the name or the picture? You got to drag by the name, not the picture.
Yeah.
There you go. I put you guys on there.
Okay.
All right. So, does anyone have a passive perception of 15?
A passive perception of 15.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
I'm clicking me. I'm not getting
No.
me.
No.
I do not think I have a passive perception of 15.
Why?
Okay.
Nope. Nope.
So
I designed this character to only be able to contemplate his navel.
you're not able to move your icon?
I'm not.
Okay.
Hang on.
If Crafty right clicks on it and sees who the character representing is supposed to be, it might not have one listed. And
I'm taking care of it. I think I got it.
Show to player.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm still learning Roll20, guys.
No problem. Do you want me
No
to
worries.
take care of it, Crafty, while you go ahead?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you got it. I will give this
All right.
to Nim.
So you guys are approaching the stairs of the tower, correct?
correct.
Okay. And what are you going to be attempting now?
Lady Trash is going to hit the bramble with the Eldritch Blast to basically her puppet strings and try and rip them away, pull them away
Okay.
from the steps.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll using Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Can't really hex these things; they're not real.
But I will assist with Sacred Flame.
Okay. High or low?
High.
Okay.
For the record, for those at home, Sacred Flame is not in fact flame. It's radiant damage.
Okay.
I do 15 force damage to the bramble.
15 force damage. All right. Let me go ahead and roll a. How do I? Wait, I don't think I did that right.
Nope.
Is it
It's //
/D roll?
/roll space D100.
Okay. You said higher, correct? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So for Sacred Flame, Jeremiah needs to make a a creature needs to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw, and what's the DC?
12.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting used to this.
You got it.
You got it.
Oh.
You got it.
All right. So, Crash and Robin both clear the brambles in front of them. I'm gonna highlight which brambles have been cleared by this point. Oh wait, hang on. Ah, my ear.
Not
Where'd Trash
weird.
go? I don't see Trash.
Trash is underneath Alphonse
Oh,
because
okay.
Alphonse is the right size so that they can be in the same square.
Gotcha. Okay. So those squares right there are what gets cleared. And as you clear the... Oh, shit.
Oh my
That's
god, it's
large.
huge!
That's large.
Holy crap.
Oh, we're all gonna die. Okay, cool.
As you guys clear the debris, you see from within the brambles the head of a giant constrictor snake.
Two
Where
heads?
Both
two
of them?
heads. You see two heads of giant constrictor snakes poke out from the brambles from where they are both wrapped around the base of the tower. None of you had the passive perception to notice them. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
Quick question: is this? They're both huge.
They
They're
are
not-
huge.
They're,
Yes,
they're not large. They're huge. Okay, cool.
they are large enough. They are big enough to wrap themselves around the base of the tower.
Initiative time.
I don't
It's
like
initiative
it. I
time.
don't
Roll
like
initiative,
it.
everyone.
I don't like it here.
I
do.
didn't.
I never want to do this
Oh
ever again.
no!
I didn't set it to the tracker, unfortunately.
How do I make the initiative tracker?
It's on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean, honestly, 9 times out of 10, just because of how finicky the Roll20 initiative tracker is, I just write it down on a sheet of paper myself.
yeah, I'm just gonna write it down.
Apparently, I needed to click
It's
myself somehow.
it's on the lower end of the little toolbar on the left, the upper left. It should be a little thing.
Turn
that you-
order.
Turn order.
Yeah. And if you if you right click, you will get options, and you can put it in descending order.
The snakes go first. The snakes go first.
Yeah.
Trash got a 15, but is not on the thing.
Oh, trash is not on the thing?
It can be
I-
manually added.
I was about to say I got a 6. So
Add custom item. Is it add custom item?
That can do it, or if you right click
Trash
on
is a
the
+7.
Yeah.
Dang.
Trash is paranoid. You haven't noticed, but Trash is
Tra-
paranoid as hell.
Trash
Her
has
eyes are
alert. Huh.
Yes.
Trash has alert.
Okay, so
Her head's on a swivel.
if
so-
you right click on the token, you can
Uh-huh.
also add them to the turn order.
add turn. What did you get, Nim?
6.
Okay. And then hang on, I'm gonna move Alphonse off of trash for a second because they share an order.
Oh.
Add turn. And you got how much?
I got 15.
Okay, 15. And then Nim got 6.
Bringing up the rear as the rogue. Not
All
a
right.
happy place.
Top of initiative. Trash, you get to go first.
Let's see. I am within
Give me a blue.
5 feet of this thing, so I'm going to have to move back. But I'm sure it's got reach, so I doubt I'm going out of its threat range.
Let's see. It has a reach of
1,000.
1,000.
It's a reach times 1 million.
Reach. It's only got a reach of 5.
Oh, well, then it gets an attack of opportunity because
Yep.
Yep.
Trash is moving.
Okay, it's going to go ahead and. Sorry, I'm learning.
It's okay.
D20.
Trash, where were you standing before?
Right here.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna try to bite you as you move away. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Okay, so. God damn it.
God damn, stupid snake.
It does 13 damage to Trash as she moves away.
Okay.
Ow.
It takes 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And Trash is down 3 hit points.
All right.
Here, let me put that on my little sheet. Okay. Taking 3. And the 10 hit points are gone. Armor of Agathis is fried. As a bonus action, she is going to hex that particular snake. She's going to hex it for strength because she's got a pretty good idea that these things are constrictors. So it having disadvantage on grapple would be nice. As I'm assuming that might come up.
Yeah, let me just find a good thing for Hex. Radioactive? What the heck are these? Skull heart. I'm just gonna do this.
Perfect. That's a weird one.
I don't know. So I just thought of puppet strings.
Puppet strings.
Okay. And then, let's see. Don't want to use the bonus action. Do I want to save? Well, yeah, let's go ahead and just blast it. All right. Alphonse, even though invisible, you can still give the help action. So that's what Alphonse is doing
Okay.
with this. So, hitting it with an Eldritch Blast plus Hex. Trying to. With a 25.
25 hits.
Okay. And should be 20 points of damage total.
20 points of damage total. All right. You see it take a pretty harsh hit. Oh, I forgot. God damn it.
It's
Oh,
taken,
harsh.
Damn it.
it's taken 30 points of damage so far, so it should
Yep.
be nice and toasty. It's also
Yeah,
been,
the snake does not look happy.
it's also been hit by both Frost, Necro, and Force at this point.
Yeah, the snake's just like, what the fuck? I was just sleeping, and it's just chilling there. But is that the end of your turn?
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and move a little back because I get the feeling that I might have Trash might have pissed it off a little bit, perhaps.
Maybe
Perhaps
a little bit.
a smidge.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just
a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Next in the turn is the snake.
Son of a biscuit.
And there's a turn advance bottom at the bottom of the turn order.
The little
To help.
arrows.
All right. So, first snake, the one that has been hit and has been hexed, it's going to go for Robin. Or not Robin, it's going to go for Trash because it is currently very upset with her. And is going to be weaving around Robin. And
Trash and Alphonse still occupy the same space, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Got it.
And also
Sorry.
Alphonse is invisible, so
There we go. God. Okay, so it's going to try to constrict you.
That's not nice.
No, that's not nice at all.
That's downright rude.
Yep.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
yes, a 22 hits.
All right.
You have to do a grapple check now.
Yep, you have to do a DC. You have to beat a DC 16.
No, now, was that rolled with disadvantage?
Escaping from grapples happens on your turn.
Oh, it happens on your turn. So yeah. So it constricts you. You take 11 points of damage,
Son of a beatskin.
and you are now restrained. As you feel, as this snake.
Don't you still have to make the skill check to initiate the actual grapple?
It's an attack roll.
It's an
It's an
attack
attack
roll.
roll.
Monsters have the ability to just, if they hit, you are grappled. It happens.
Yeah.
It's a sucky.
Especially
All right.
if the
So
attack
that
is
is
specific to that,
that's
which for
yeah.
constrict it definitely is.
all right. That is so. So Trash, you see the snake basically circle around you before its body just tightens up, and you feel yourself, you and Alphonse, who's floating above your head. You're both kind of just like trapped inside of its coiled body. Okay, next snake is going to attack Nim because it's right in front of her. She's right in front of him.
Okay.
He was gonna try to bite. He was gonna try to constrict you also. Does a 8 hit?
No.
Thank the Lord.
No?
No.
Oh god, I froze.
Did you?
Yeah.
We hear you.
We hear you still, though.
But we don't see the movement. There you are.
You unmoved.
There you are.
You unfroze. You're
Okay,
moving.
there we go. Alright, my bad, sorry guys. So an 8 does not hit?
No.
Okay. So, Nim, you are able. You saw the snake coming. You were able to just kind of like dodge out of the way as it tries to wrap itself. It tries to like wrap the base of its tail around you. And that's its turn. Next up is Robin.
Okay. Well, the fact that Trash is grappled is going to change things a little bit for me. I will do a. I will do Sacred Flame
Okay.
on the snake that's holding Trash.
Okay, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
And it's grappling someone right now.
Yeah. So it's. Does that mean it rolls a disadvantage?
I think the grappled person, I think, does, but I don't think he does. So.
Does
All right.
the Sacred Flame only target one person?
Yes.
Okay.
So he doesn't take any damage.
Nope.
But
Yeah, no, he's able.
with my bonus action, I'm going to do Healing Word on Trash.
Yay! Healing!
So
Sister.
get
Hi, sister.
you would gain four hit points,
Trish, go ahead and take 4 hit points.
and that will be my turn. I will not be going anywhere. So
All right. Next up is Killian.
All right. So the thing is completely like Trash is like we can see her hat.
Yeah, you can very clearly see that Trash is currently being grappled by this giant snake.
And I am in the target zone of the other snake, so I don't want to move too much, but let's go ahead and do this. I am going to pop Magic Missile
Okay.
at the one that's holding Trash, because I don't want to risk hurting Trash. So it's just going to take damage.
Okay.
So I'll roll that in the chat. So, and hang on one second. I gotta get one other thing. Sorcery points. Nope, got it. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fire off that.
Okay.
Rolling the damage. I'd only roll 1d4. Oh, there they go.
How many darts is it?
It's supposed to be 3, I think.
At first level, yeah. Should be 3.
It only rolled 2.
That's not statistically possible.
What is not statistically possible?
Only getting 2 damage?
No, it only rolled 2 dice.
It only rolled 2. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's not.
No, I only rolled 2 dice.
Just go ahead and roll me 3d4.
Let me try.
Force damage, force critical.
Oh,
damage.
it's set on 1d4 in the thing. That's really weird.
What did
Yeah,
it do?
I don't know. Go ahead and just roll 3d. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
3d4 plus
According,
4.
according to Jeremy Crawford, the rules guy, you roll 1 die and multiply it by the number of darts you throw.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it did 6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 times 3.
Oh.
Which makes a huge difference when you're an evocation wizard.
So 6
Let me
times
tell you.
3, 18. So you do 18 damage,
Jesus, that's max.
right? That's
Mhm.
correct, right? That's
Yeah.
math, right?
Yeah, that's
No,
max.
no. If he did 2 with a per dart, and he only threw 3 darts,
Yeah,
he did 6.
6.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So, okay.
So that's minimal damage.
No, it's not minimum.
Well, okay, each one is 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah,
You
so
can
that's-
see on the tracker that you rolled a 3, and 3
Oh.
plus 1 is 4. So 4 times 3 is 12 points of damage.
I'm gonna put him.
That would be the actual damage.
So,
got it.
so 30 minus
Yeah, the
12,
second one was me trying to cast a spell again,
Eight.
Jeremiah,
Okay.
18.
because I thought it broke the first time.
All right, so yeah, you send out your magic missiles, and just like they just like pierce into the giant constrictor that is holding trash,
Mm-hmm.
and it's starting to look really rough.
It's like, hold on, trash.
Trash is still just being held. They have to make a. They have to try to physically escape.
Yeah, and that's all I'm doing because I don't want to move.
Okay. Next up is Nim.
Everyone seems to be focusing on the other snake, but there's one right in front of Nim, and it just tried to bite her. So she's going to pull out her moon-touched rapier and go ahead and let it start glowing, just for effect, really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, a bright 15-foot radius of light surrounds us.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how dim and dark this place has been, but now it's
It's not.
not.
Yeah, it's been. You're all able to see. It's not dark in any capacity, but like there is fog just like in the air, like in the corners of whatever area you're standing in.
And she is going to attack.
Okay.
And to remind, I hopefully I'm still in base to base with that constrictor,
Mm-hmm.
so you basically can use sneak attack.
Yeah, you can use sneak attack.
Fabulous.
I'm actually in base to base with both fucking snakes.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have advantage on you.
He'll say
both-
24 hit.
24 definitely hits.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm so gonna die.
Okay, so 12 and
19 total. Damn, that's
Well,
good.
oh yeah. Oh, it automatically rolled my sneak attack, I guess.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, game.
60 minus.
The game is nice.
Let me pull out my calculator.
I guess it just automatically added those because I didn't.
Yeah, you go ahead and you stab this giant constrictor in the in the nice in this fleshy part right by you, and it you see it just hiss in anger as your rapier sinks into it. Next up, or did you want to do anything else?
I guess as a bonus action, I will the map again. I think as a bonus action, I might. No, I'll just stay where I am. I was thinking about disengaging and backing up, but
Alright.
no.
Okay, next up is Trash.
Okay, first as a bonus action, I'm going to hate this snake a lot with Hexblade Curse. And then I'm going to help Alphonse break the hold on us. So
Okay,
I'm giving him the help action. Yeah.
He needs to make a. Let's see, for grapple, to end a grapple, it is. I think it's an athletics check. Yes. Roll an athletics check.
Okay. He has the snake also has to roll with disadvantage.
Okay. What do you mean roll?
It's we're comparing our strengths, our athletics together.
So it's a DC 16 to get out.
Yeah, it is a flat.
It's a weird thing.
It's a monster.
I know, it's just.
Yeah, so so basically, Alphonse just has to roll a 16 or higher to pull Trash free.
If it was like this monster decides to grapple you, but it's specifically an attack that has grapple.
I get it. It's just it's annoying to me because it sort of renders one of the primary uses of Hex kind of useless. But that's fine. Then I'm changing my action. Instead, I'm gonna blast him.
Blast him. Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna blast him, and I'm going to have get the help action from Alphonse.
Okay.
So that way, because I am restrained, I have disadvantage. So it's going to cancel each other out, and it'll be a regular straight roll.
Yep, just a straight roll. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Here's hoping. Let's see, and this is the big one. Okay.
What is it, 19?
No, because I don't have advantage. I only have.
That's right. So 10. So you try to wriggle, like to try to pull your arm free to get an attack in on this thing, but you're unable to pull it free to be able to. You do the semantic component required for Eldritch Blast. All right. Do you have any? Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
He gave the help action, so he did his action. I did the blast, and I also extra hated hexed. I think I'm done.
Okay. Next up is the snake. The snake it has Trash constricted, so it's just holding her there. It is going to try to bite at Robin. So, does a 13 hit?
It does not, I don't think. Nope. Hold on. Let me double check. No, it does not.
Okay. So you see the snake try to like that like dart, like that little snake dart. Yep. Where it like tries to like take a bite at you, but you're able to easily just like leap to the side and avoid it. Next up is the other snake, which is going to go for the person that just attacked it, which is Nim again. Mm-hmm. Did it just roll a natural fucking one? It rolled, yeah. It's this snake just woke up. It does not know what's happening. It was taking a nap with its buddy. He's groggy. He has no idea what's going on, and just someone stabbed him. So he's just he's sad. He's more sad and like confused than anything right now. And he tries to bite you, but like he's just yeah.
His heart just ain't in it.
His heart ain't in it. He's more sad than upset. Like he's just upset that his nap got interrupted.
Someone woke me up. It was bright. Ah.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Robin.
Okay. Considering Sacred Flame didn't do so hot, I am going to, in this time, cast Magic Missile at the one that is holding trash.
Okay.
Flame didn't do so hot because it's not a flame.
So
You're so radiant.
6 points of damage
Okay.
because I rolled minimum. That's how things are going right now. But it's taken damage.
Oh, it's taking a ton of damage.
Yeah.
I really wish I had gotten that hit off.
Yeah.
And I got nothing.
Next turn we're going buck wild on this snake.
All right. So, you got nothing else?
I can't do a bonus action because that's wasn't a cantrip, so that's it.
Yeesh.
All right. Next up is Killian.
All right. So I look at Nim, and I look at you and I say, "It's not much, but it's the best I can do right now." On 3, run. 1, 2, and I cast Darkness on the snake, Constrictor snake.
What do you cast?
Darkness.
Darkness.
And so
On which one? So I can put
the one that has both me and Nim targeted.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is the?
It's 20.
So
I'm not going to center it on it. I'm going to center it at the back of it, so the snake will be covered mostly. And if it covers me and me and Nim, that's fine. Because we can just run in random directions. I just want the snake to be mostly covered so it can't see us.
So 20-foot radius. That's.
Nim doesn't know, but Dice knows.
Is that just 4 squares?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so this much then.
No, that's 10.
It's 20-foot radius, so basically it's like 40.
So it's
It'll
8
cover
squares,
the
technically.
entire snake.
Yep.
There we go. Like that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
So you just you reach out your hand, and all of a sudden the snake just disappears in front of you all in this just shroud of pitch black darkness that you cannot see through.
Now, he can still take AOPs and everything like that because we still make noise, etc., etc. But if we attempt to move away, he has disadvantage on attacks.
I don't think he can. If he can't see you, he can't do an attack of opportunity.
Except that snakes have blind sight.
Yeah, that.
Well, if they got blind sight, then yeah, that's a problem.
Killian doesn't know that.
Right. Nim doesn't know that. Dice knew.
Yeah, I'm going off of what Killian would know. So Killian's about to get himself bit, is what's going to happen.
Okay.
So Killian's going to attempt to move out of that snake's threat zone. He's staying in the other one's threat zone, but he's trying to get away from it. So he's just moving up here.
Go ahead. Okay, it's gonna roll an attack to try to bite you.
Yes, hate snakes. They're too good. at what they do.
16 hit.
Yes. Pretty much yes. Absolutely yes.
Okay.
This is going to be so painful.
Wait, what was? Sorry.
Sorry, I did that wrong. But okay, so 2d6, so 8 plus. So you take 12 points of damage.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you. So basically, Nim, what you see happen as Killian runs away, you see the snake's head just dart out of the darkness as if unbothered by it in any capacity, and it just takes it nips Killian right on the shoulder.
And that was 12, you said?
12 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Oops.
All right. So that's my turn. That's as far as I wanted to move. Apparently that doesn't work as well as I thought.
Next is Nim.
Well, now that Nim can't
I know.
see her target, this and the fact that the light from her rapier is not piercing it at all.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
So
On the upside, it used its reaction.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can move.
and I don't have to disengage, but my brain told me to do it anyway. So, so Nim's being extra cautious and unnecessarily disengaging.
Okay.
Going to move. Oh gosh. Let's
In that-
say one. So the cleared brambles are free space now.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move to this side of Robin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I still see where that snake was.
Yeah, you just see the darkness where it was.
So she's just. Oh, I'm debating. Do I take care of this snake? And yeah, let's take care of this snake. She's gonna attack the snake in front of her because it's still holding trash.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead and make an attack roll. And you do get sneak attack because you are engaged with an ally.
Using the rapier again.
Mhm.
Does a 23 hit?
Definitely hits.
Yeah.
No, we switched to Pathfinder, and
23 misses by a lot.
9.
How would you like
Or-
to do this?
Oh, in kind of and like still staring at the darkness, trying to figure out how she's gonna deal with that. She kind of looks up at trash and goes, "It's gonna be okay," and just like kind of swipes a few times at the snake, just kind of absent-mindedly, like, "Oh God, too much to think about."
This is too much. All right. So, yeah, you managed to sever a main artery of the snake, and Trash, you immediately feel the muscles that were crushing around you suddenly just just release you as the snake goes limp and falls to the ground dead.
This is one of those times where you're glad that D&D is not a good reality sim, because constrictor snakes continue to constrict after you cut their heads off.
And Trash looks great, by the way. Trash practically sparkles with the blue from that you usually see on Alphonse, as I am now fully healed by that action. Thank you. Because it had my Hexblade curse on it, and when that dies, I get healed for 8
Nice.
points. So yeah, I'm all the way full. Back to 33. Okay.
All right.
Okay, this is a meta question, but it will be important for you to know.
Mm-hmm.
How far is their blind sense on a snake?
You can give me a animal, a nature check.
I need to know meta wise. I don't need to know because Trash is going to do the same thing regardless.
Okay. They have a blind sight of 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Well, that's a problem for this poor snake. Because Trash is going to move the hex to the snake and then attack from farther than 10 feet, so it can't see with the blind sense, and it can't see because it's in the darkness. But Trash can see perfectly.
Yeah, that's right. You took the warlock.
Double sight.
Double
Yes.
sight.
Yeah.
So I get advantage on this without having to use up Alphonse thing. And Alphonse doesn't have to get, any closer.
Mm-hmm.
Hexblade blah. Right. This is with Eldritch Blast with Hex. There we go. No, that's
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna subtract 2 points from the damage because I hit the wrong button, but that's okay.
Regardless, you got even you hit it regardless.
Yeah. So it takes 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Where's my calculator?
Calcacheater.
Minus 16. All right.
Excuse me.
It's starting to look hurt. Trash, you're the only one that can see it starting to look hurt.
Let's see, Alphonse. Did Alphonse notice the snake perfectly pegging Zillion when they moved out of the darkness?
Yeah, you would. Everyone would have seen the snake attack Killian.
Okay, so Alphonse knows that being that close to the snake will not give it protection. Oh, and even invisible probably doesn't give it protection because of blind sense. Alphonse doesn't have a ranged or anything. I don't have a way to give it attack. So, who's going next? Robin. I'm basically Alphonse is giving you the help action for whatever it is that you need to do.
Okay.
Whatever your plan is next turn, Alphonse is giving you invisible aid.
It probably won't need a help action, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, Alphonse doesn't know what anybody's plans are, so that's the best that Alphonse can do at this point.
Actually, I know what I can do that will get some benefit out of that, assuming that it comes out of that darkness.
Yeah, and of course, Trash is moving back a little bit to get even better range on this thing. Okay.
All right. Next up is the snake. It's going to move out from the magical darkness, poking its head out.
How you doing?
And it is got its eyes set on Killian.
I have no idea why.
Killian is the closest.
That's why. Oh, shit.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs? Okay.
Nice.
Oh my god, it just got better.
It's going to constrict.
Tried.
It's going to constrict you, Killian.
No, thank you very much. Okay, ow. Now the
Bad hug. Bad hug.
Bad hug.
16 points of 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Killian's out.
Killian's all right. You guys
Whoa.
watch as this. You guys watch as this snake wraps itself around Killian and squeezes him to the point where you see him go limp in its restraint.
And his eyeballs bug out of his head.
A little bit. Squeezes him a little too hard.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Robin.
All right. I had a help action, so I think that means I roll with advantage for this attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Done playing around, has a target, has advantage.
Guiding bolts. That hits.
Okay. And yep, it's level 1. 18 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And whoever comes after me has advantage on the attack.
And she appreciates it
Uh-huh.
if it were
All right,
necessary.
Yeah. You hit the snake with the guiding bolt, and it. What does your guiding bolt look like?
In his case, it looks like a. Do you know what an elder sign is?
No.
It's a weird sort of weirdly bent pentagram
Uh huh.
that sort of has curves to it and everything. It looks like he throws one of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what color is it?
It's blue. It's blue.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit it with your guiding bolt, and like after it takes this massive hit, it's suddenly glowing with this glittery blue aura. Nim. Actually, Killian, go ahead and make your first death saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, did you have a bonus action?
No bonus action I could use right there.
Okay.
Let me see something. Where do I make my death saves at on D&D Beyond?
Go ahead and just roll it, and then tell me, DM me and tell me what you roll.
Okay.
Because remember, we do something that I do on another game,
Yeah. You do this
where
once.
instead of telling the audience what we get for our death saving throws, the players will DM me what they got as their result, and they will instead tell a memory. Okay, go, Killian. What's your memory?
Killian's memory is being with his brother when they were going to sneak into the carnival, and his brother looking back at him and going, you know, if you hadn't spent all of our money on treats before we got here, we wouldn't have to be sneaking in like this.
All right. Nim, it's your turn.
Nim is a little shaken by seeing Killian like he is, and darts forward straight at the snake
Mm-hmm.
and attacks with her rapier because she can
Right.
see it now.
You do not have sneak attack on this one because.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
That
she does.
advantage.
Oh, that's right. You
advantage.
do have advantage. That's right.
That's why I did it.
I forgot about guiding bolt.
That's why I'm taking the action I'm taking as opposed to staying
Gotcha.
back. But so yeah, I don't know if it's going to automatically roll at advantage, but we're going to find out.
Not you just roll it twice.
Hmm.
Go
Did
ahead
it
and
roll twice?
again.
No. Okay.
No, it didn't roll twice.
Yeah. 14.
14 hits.
Thank
Good.
God.
And
Its AC was 12.
let's go.
How would you like to do this?
Nim definitely screams out no and stabs all the way to the hilt.
All right. The snake parts its jaw in pain as you hit it with that devastating final blow, and then you just kind of see it the jaw kind of just naturally slack as it falls to the ground and releases Killian, who falls limp on the ground.
And she's going to immediately say, Robin, can you fix this?
I rush over and cast Cure Wounds. So he's got at least 5 hit points back.
All right. Killian, you are stabilized.
All right.
If
Still
you would like,
unconscious, right?
no.
Oh
You
no,
got
that's right. I got hit points now, so I'm conscious.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot. If you'll take a moment, I'm going to pray to Bokop for about 10 minutes, and I can help everybody who took some damage there to feel a little bit better.
Did anyone else take damage other than Killian?
Didn't
you
you?
did, but
I'm full up.
So it's a you, but you're healed. So
Oh, okay. In that case, I never mind then.
Sorry.
save
all
it.
right.
I think we're good.
All right.
Okay.
Well, in that case,
Shall we go back to the brambles while you take a breather?
Killian's going to. He goes and rummages in his pack for a minute. And he kind of just like sat up, just like sitting there, pulls his pack around, starts rummaging again, pulls out a potion bottle, and is like, "Give me a sec." Pops the lid, and he's gonna down a healing potion.
Okay.
okay.
So, in my games, another thing I do is that for an action, if you drink a healing potion, you gain the full thing. If it's a bonus action, you roll.
And a base healing potion is 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's 10 points back.
Yep.
All right.
Just
I
because
feel
it
a little
sucks,
better.
like it sucks if you like. I personally feel like it sucks if you take the whole potion and just like roll double ones.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a homebrew in all my games that if you use an action to drink the potion, you get the full benefit.
Honestly, if the healing potions cost like half of what their value is, I would say that I would just let them roll naturally. But those things are 50 gold apiece. That's
Yep.
for a 3rd level character. That's like a shit ton of money.
hmm
I actually do the same in my home games. So yeah.
Woo! All right.
Reapplying Armor of Agathis to trash.
Okay.
And then she's going to blast this the brambles again.
All right.
And then
So
2 more
I'm-
snakes pop out. God.
I'm gonna. Do you want to make a perception check before you go for the brambles again?
Yeah, and
Nim
Alfonso
does.
All right,
Don't
go
know
ahead,
why.
and anyone who wants to
I
make
have
a
14,
perception
which is my
check.
passive.
Nope.
Okay, Killian's going to attempt it,
Well,
but yeah, that'd be
absolutely
fine.
not.
Nope.
We're 100%
It looks-
positive. There
I'm a
could be
little
cops at the end of
distracted.
their snake.
It looks.
It looks
fine.
good. It looks fine.
I
Yeah,
am
everyone,
perfect.
guys, it looks fine. It looks.
Killian's still
absolutely
pushing
fine.
one of his eyeballs back in, so.
Yeah, yeah. Robin is too busy looking at the corpse of the snakes, going, "Oh, this is interesting. They don't normally grow to this size. I wonder what factors went into their growth."
Yeah. So, Trash, I'm gonna say you're able to just clear the brambles away, and like the brambles that are blocking the stairs for you. You're able to clear them, no issue, and now have access to the tower.
Nim would like to investigate underneath where the balloon fell still.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And I'm going to investigate the base of the tower.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
16.
All right, investigation. Come on.
Does having my light help at all or no?
No, it's pretty bright out.
I'm really pretty observant on this investigation.
Yes. Finally someone's paying attention to what's happening and we're not going to die.
Well, I'm interested in this. If there's like a threat, I don't care. But
If there's a threat, I don't care, but if it's magic, I'm gonna fucking do my due diligence.
yeah, like if there's a wizard here, I want to find them.
The snakes probably ate him.
Probably.
Well, then he left a spell book and other cool things.
All right, so Nim, underneath you explore, you investigate underneath the basket, and you're seeing a lot of broken, broken, tattered pieces of the hot air balloon that fell, along with the from above, like. And I'm going to say you also find just a standard rapier that must have fallen from the dead bullywug.
Okay. What was the first thing? You said
It's just like broken pieces of the basket.
okay. But I find the standard rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is
I'll
the
take
basket, is the bullywug in the basket or on the ground?
The bullywug is in the basket.
Okay.
Well, she'll take the sword. And then I guess start contemplating how she's gonna get. You said it's like 30 feet up.
Yeah, but there's like the tower's starting to fall apart, but there are stairs inside.
She's gonna.
It's just gonna be like an awkward climb because you guys are having to like go in slanted a little bit.
Yeah, gonna try to do that and try to get up to the basket.
Okay, so going to Jeremiah Robin for your your investigation. You go around looking at through the tower, and you can tell that this used to be some form of living abode for someone who clearly had a lot of books and who had like a lot, like he had like a little lab set up for like whatever alchemical stuff he had to do. You can see that there was a bed inside but that's just moldy as all heck now because of all the humidity. But it seems like whoever did live here is long dead or long gone.
In the alchemist lab section, is there any like notes or anything like that?
I will say that you are there aren't any notes, but I will say that you are able to find with that investigation roll another potion of healing.
Ooh, potions of healing. We like those. They are our friends. Is the here's an important question. Is the alchemist lab salvageable?
The alchemist lab could use some work. Like some beakers and stuff are pretty shattered, but there are some that like have a couple of chips in them and some cracks that, if you used mending, could be repaired.
Oh, we definitely have mending.
We have mending, lots of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to collect what pieces I can to perhaps assemble my own alchemist lab once we, get to someplace where we're not fearful for our lives.
Killian's outside casting mending on his ribs.
That's not how that works, buddy.
I know.
Alphonse asked Nim, do you mind, are you going to use the rapier for anything?
No, I wasn't. Do you need it?
Well, the Lady Trash could use it, and she no longer really needs her stick to utilize me as it was. So we are thinking perhaps a slightly more damaging weapon might be more useful.
Sounds like a plan. Can I get you to assist me with something?
Absolutely.
To try and aid myself in getting up to the basket, I'm going to hand over the immovable rod with the rope attached to it and be like, would you mind taking this up to the basket and just hitting this button?
Surely.
All right, and if you can do that, I will gladly give over the rapier.
Yeah. Alphonse does that no problem. Unless, the DM says otherwise.
Best item in D&D.
Reasons I take it. Reasons I'm not allowed to take it in some
I just
campaigns.
eventually want to read you that scene from Critical Role where it gets activated inside of a flying dragon.
It's in the animation.
I know.
Yeah. Oops.
Yes.
I had that intrusive thought with the house. Not gonna. My brain went, okay, but what if? Click.
You're not going anywhere.
I do set that up. Alphonse does set that up, and Alphonse is also going to go fetch the stool real quick, and we'll basically have Lady Trash accompany them, but cheating.
Nim's gonna use that rope and a movable rod to help her in her getting up to the basket.
Easy enough. You're able to get up to the basket. You do see that there is a dead bullywug in the basket still.
Loot the corpse. No,
Loot the corpse.
Yeah, you can loot the
That's
corpse.
what I was just saying.
loot the corpse.
My brain was going old school.
You find like 8 gold pieces on him.
Money.
That's the
He's
richest
wearing
bullywug I've ever met.
He's wearing very fine clothing, actually.
Oh yeah, he was a noble bullywug.
He's wearing very fine clothing. He's got like one of those ruffle collars. And he's wearing like tights and nice shoes.
Hey, we missed
Any
something, by
trinkets
the
to be
way.
found?
Huh?
We missed something, by the way.
What?
Dragon of the Dark Rose, our friend Katie, has redeemed posture check and hydrate.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
I can definitely do the hydrate and the posture.
Oh, thank you very much for catching that, Jeremiah.
Sure.
Does and this noble frog bullywog's outfit, does he have a belt?
He does have a belt.
Okay. Alphonse takes the belt
It's just a simple leather belt.
and is going to use it like around. Basically, Alphonse is making a makeshift seat belt for the stool.
Oh, okay.
Are there any trinkets? Things that would fit for the trinket pouch?
He's got a monocle.
Oh, that's going in the trinket pouch. Along with the ruffle. Because
The ruffle collar.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
ruffled collar.
He also has a mustache, but on closer inspection, you can tell it's not a real one.
That too.
When you turned around for just a split second, Alphonse was wearing the mustache. It's massive on this unicorn.
Special trinkets.
Oh boy.
Special trinkets. But yeah, that's basically all you find after searching through the tower.
Good enough for me. Nim
Robin disappointed.
Nim asks Alphonse to let her get down and then click the rod and bring it down to her so she doesn't have to try jumping again.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. I was concerned with the lady trash and did not realize what you were about to do. Next time I'll try to.
No, I didn't specify. That's on me. But yeah, that way I can maintain my whole up and down situation without injury again.
Yes.
I was hoping I could run into a wizard. Not many wizards showed up to the carnival, so yeah.
I promise when we get home, you can meet my mom. She knows lots of magic stuff.
Oh. I enjoy magic stuff quite a bit.
She taught me.
Well, that's nice.
I don't know much, but she taught me.
I learned most of mine from growing up in the temple to Bogob, god of magic.
Also, Sir Killian, I wanted you to know. I understand that it didn't do quite what it is that you were expecting to do with your little darkness situation, because of the snake's unique physiology. But both Trash and I can pierce through it very easily, so that might be something useful to take into account next time.
I can pierce through it when in certain instances, like this time. That's what that's what I meant to do. Like you said, I didn't know that the snakes would be basically almost unaffected by it, but now I do. And since I died almost, I guess lesson learned.
Well, here, and goes into the little puppet thing again, and pulls out another one of Alphonse's eyes and hands it to you. Next time, cast it on that and hand it to me.
Cast on that and hand it to you?
Yes.
Oh, yes, because you can move around.
Put it on an object, yes.
Gotcha. I gotta double check something.
And that way, the darkness can move.
Got it.
And be more tactical on that.
That is a very good idea. Excellent. All right, so is there anything else we want to try and discover about this place? Because I would really like to go lay down inside.
I'm good. Let's go back and start heading towards the edge of we're in
Let's go back
Hither,
and
right?
never get out of the inn again.
No, we're gonna need to get out of the inn at some point. But we can
like this game.
As opposed to methods and other things, I wonder if she could cook up a snake.
Ooh, I bet she could.
There's a lot of meat here. It'd be a shame to waste it.
If all of us carry, maybe we can get one of them back.
It's huge.
We could take apart the snake and take sections of it.
Maybe she has a method. Nim will dash as quickly as she can back to the house, basically poke her head inside, go, "Hey, you want some snake meat?"
I could use a couple pounds of it, yeah. We can make some stew with it.
A couple pounds, because we got
Hundreds of
back.
pounds.
You see her wander over to the doorway. Oh my! Well, just cut like the tail tip off. That should be enough.
Nim just kind of calls out, "Just cut off the end."
Killian looks over at you guys. Yes, just cut off the end and starts limping towards the end.
Alphonse will carry it over. Yeah.
So you guys get the piece of tail meat and you head over back to the inn. Sue is inside. She has been she's been like breaking feeding Sir Talavar through the cage because he can't get out.
Okay. Well, that was bracing.
Killian just walks over and lays on the floor.
Yes, it was quite an interesting fight, and we did come out quite victorious. I
Oh,
thought.
indeed.
I feel very victorious.
I don't get in many fights. They taught me how at the temple, but
How is Killian looking?
He is. I gotta double check. Out of where did my character sheet go? Whoops. He pretty much is still fairly beaten up, to be honest.
What's your so Sue sees you limping over and she's gonna put a hand on your shoulder and give it a little gentle tap and give you a first level cure wounds.
Okay. Oh no, he's only down 5 at this point. So, but he's got 20 total hit points. So 1/4 of his hit points are gone.
Well, you just healed. Let's see, 7 plus 5, 12 hit points.
Oh, I'm back to full then.
Next time, perhaps the lady trash should get in front of our good friend Killian.
It just occurred to me. Am I the tank?
I did not mean to get that close to anything, I swear.
What's your HP?
Mine?
Robin, because I was asking about being the tank.
26.
Yeah, we have no tank.
You guys don't have a tank.
I'm Trash has 33.
Okay.
So Trash is the tank.
Shit.
What's your AC?
17.
Oh, yeah.
But she also
Pretty
does
good.
Armor of Agathis on a pretty regular basis, so
Yeah.
And so she has 43 technically.
Okay.
and does damage to anything that hits her.
I'm used to cleric being a pocket tank, so yeah.
The most
Keep it
Killian could ever do is go Bard or Rogue to put some, but he'll never be able to be tank.
Yeah.
Whenever I make a warlock, I always invest hard in a con after everything else, just because.
Sure.
Isn't it one of their saves?
No, actually.
Oh.
That's why if you do the Hexblade thing, you're supposed to take a level of Paladin first to get that con save.
Gotcha.
So Nim wants to take a look, more in-depth look at the cage to see if there's a lock or.
Okay, go. You can see that there is a lock on it. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
We'll see how I do on
give
this.
you I'll give you the help action and give you advantage because I have Arcana.
Are you better? Okay, I'm gonna look at it and maybe you'll take a look at it later, but we'll see what happens.
I have a +3 to it, so it's
Oh, I have a +3 to it, so.
you're about the same.
And that's better. That's better. 18.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
All right, you're looking over the cage and you can see that on the lock, you do notice a faint magical sheen.
Hey, people who know more about magic than me. There's definitely magic on this lock, so while I might be able to pick it normally, I don't know if I could pick it special.
Unfortunately, I don't know much about dismissing magics, just using them.
Well, I can inspect it and see if I can figure out what kind it is, I suppose.
Sir Talavar holding on to the little bars of his cage. There is a key for it, but it is in the hands of a goblin.
Oh.
And this goblin is...
Where is Goblin?
This goblin, she said her name was Jingle Jangle. And you see Sue speak up, "Oh, I know her. She lives on Telemy Hill."
Is that on the way?
It is on the way.
Telling me.
Cool. Let's go there.
I suppose. Although, how long does a journey is it to get there?
It's on the way, but it will take several. It's near the border, so it will take a few hours.
Oh, fine.
Enough time to perhaps have a long rest.
Yes, you
Take a
guys can
long
rest.
nap?
You guys can rest as much as you want. I can see that you are all very probably exhausted from that fight.
I feel much better thanks to you, but we obviously should do what we can to recuperate, though.
Yes.
Is there any way we could maybe make our friends stay in the cage a little bit more comfortable? Considering we're not going to be able to get him out of there just yet.
I have a concept. Can I make an Arcana check to see if the magic only affects the lock or affects the bars of the cage too? Like if the entire
Go
thing
ahead.
is affected?
Go ahead.
If not, I
19.
19. You can see that there are sheens of magic on the bars as well. The lock has a different one. And the cage bars has a separate type of magic.
Okay, so the entire cage is enchanted with 2 different spells, apparently.
Yes.
So the lock has one spell, but the overall cage has another. So we can't even do anything creative like break the bars and get him out that way.
I can't use my magic.
Oh.
The cage is inhibiting my magic. The only thing I can do is my breath.
Alphonse goes back into the puppet show area. You hear like sounds of like all kinds of things being moved around, like chests and things jiggling and so on.
We hear furniture
like
moving in this little
Yeah,
space.
yeah. It sounds like somebody is going through like a full stuffed closet, and then comes out with a puppet size, which should fit a nice little dragon, little bed, and brings it out for the dragon.
That's very considerate.
I'll say you're able to fit the mattress through.
Yes.
The little mattress, but the frame itself can't fit through the bars.
Gotcha. And the pillows, of course.
Yeah, and the pillows. Sir Talavar takes the mattress with and lays it on the base on the bottom of the cage and makes his bed up. Thank you, noble servant.
Of course. Happy to be of use.
And he kind of just sits down on the mattress, to the little tiny mattress, which is basically just a pillow, equivalent, like a tiny little pillow. And he's like, so, dost thou wish to hear my harrowing tale?
Yes.
All right. I have a full belly and now I have an audience. This is most excellent. Well, so I was sent here as an emissary by my lovely queen, the Summer Queen Titania of the Sealy Courts. I was tasked to travel here to Persmere to persuade the Archfey Zabilna to ally herself with the Sealy Court against its hated enemies, and upon the Fomorians. And upon arriving here, I had learned that Zabilna, they froze her in time in her palace. The hags.
So she is not just trapped there. She can't do anything. Frozen in time.
She is very much trapped and frozen in time. When I had discovered the dealings of the Hourglass Coven, I had I tried to quickly return to my queen's side to bring news of their treachery, but Miss the witch Bavlorna Blightstraw, she trapped me in this cage.
Do you?
Go ahead.
Sorry. By all means, go ahead.
I was just thinking, given the things that were stolen, the memories that are being stolen, and the fact that they're hourglass, and that they're trapped her in time, time seems to be our stolen time. Seems to be a theme for these hags of some sort.
Stolen time.
Memories, moments.
I'm not sure. There are certain magics that can modify people's memories. Could also be you are human. Yes, you are not of this realm.
Perhaps are you? Oh, half elf.
Oh, then perhaps they did potentially modify your memory. The magics of stepping between realms shouldn't have affected you as it would for someone like, say, and he gestures over to Nim and Killian.
I believe, I believe Nim is from here.
Not originally, but I grew up here.
Yeah. So just to be clear, an evil cadre of a small group of people are using memories and voices as currency. The enemy is social media.
What is social media?
Never mind.
They're certainly parasocial, for sure.
But I had been in Downfall when I had learned about the treachery of the Hourglass Coven, and the Bullywugs were, of course, very, very welcoming and very courteous, provided one did not offend them. It's a whole thing. But I was then captured by Bavlorna, trapped in this cage, and a sympathetic Bullywug named Wigglewug, may he rest in peace, stole my cage from Bavlorna and hijacked one of her balloons. But when we were in the air, an air elemental blew us off course.
That can happen.
His mustache will live on in memory.
It was a fine mustache.
Nim kind of looks down at her pouch.
It was a fine mustache.
Well, this Hourglass Coven can manipulate time.
Yes, they. It would appear so. I believe they used the. They used. This is the thing that I have trouble pronouncing. Hang on, there's this thing to pronounce it in here.
You got this. I believe in you.
I believe in you too.
Okay, where's the thing? I go with. Ugh, I can't. How do you say this name?
Is it in chat?
It's Iggwilv.
Iglewith. Oh. Iglewith. Yeah.
I think that's a double V sound instead of a W.
Iggleviv's they used Iggleviv's cauldron to trap Zybilna in her palace and freeze her in time.
Ah, well then. We've heard of her on Ueth. Famous actually there. So Iglewith.
From what I understand, she is quite famous.
Yes.
Super.
What?
Super.
Super.
But I spent some time with Bavlorna in her horrible abode.
So while you were there with her, did you ever happen to see and again describe the thieves?
What thieves? Oh, the thieves.
No,
thieves.
I'm describing them like
With the pig
all-
mask, blah, blah, blah.
And all three of them?
And are we moving as well?
Yeah, the thing's moving already.
yes, all of them.
I don't know about two of those, the pig mask girl and the shadow creature, but the little frog person, the frog-like person you described. Bavlorna does have the ability to conjure minions that look like tiny little versions of herself.
Huh.
So that's what they might have been. Bavlorna, you see him getting. I am not one to I am not one to speak negatively on the appearances of ladies, but she looks like a swamp witch. Her eyes bulge out. She's got like just these.
You know, the decor makes sense now.
Yeah, she wanders around on a lily pad. She conjures these little versions of herself that they're tiny.
Compared to you, they're tiny?
They're about my size.
I recognize my size. I get that I'm small.
I will say, during the time I spent with her, she does not like her sisters.
Interesting.
And her house is very spooky and messy. She set it up in the very heart of Downfall, which is where the bullywugs live.
I see.
Downfall.
Yes, Downfall.
This is a lot.
It is. I am curious as to the nature of their control. They seem to be able to generate a change in linear time, but only for a specific individual, which would be a powerful ability. And they're getting that from that cauldron. I find myself wondering how a simple magic cauldron can affect causality in such a manner.
And if it is linked to one single item, then it may be easier to stop because all we have to do is eliminate that item.
And now that we know what it's called, I can definitely ask Mom about it.
I feel like at some point in the future, the use of the descriptor only, the story of this item, may come back to bite you.
I will say also this, coming from Alphonse once more, the fact that the thieves were mesmerizing their targets. The lady Trash was able to save a individual by breaking a sort of a spell of attention, you might say, or a charm. It makes me wonder if some aspect of this has to be granted, like given, like permission given before something can be taken. And the main reason why I'm putting that out is, one, we're going to have to be watching out for being charmed. But also, if people ask us questions and ask us to give things, perhaps we should be very guarded about what we agree to.
That
Such
seems
as with the rabbits.
like a good policy in general.
Yes. But specifically here, I think.
As far as, we just really decided to trust this dragon real quick. What does Nim know about... I'm asking Crafty. What does Nim know about the Sealy Court and Titania?
You can give me a history check at advantage.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Nice.
So 23.
You know that she is quite possibly the strongest archfey in the entirety of the Feywilds. She is the summer queen of the Feywild. And she leads the Sealy Court, which is while there are no such thing as a good Fey, she is one of the more lawful aligned. The Sealy Courts are one of the more lawful aligned courts of the Feywild.
So very much more likely to respect the rules of reciprocity.
Very much so.
And can I roll insight to see if I believe that he's actually a knight in her service?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Fingers crossed. Nah, I knew it wasn't gonna last. Solid.
He's very confident, little fairy dragon. He seems to be telling the truth.
There's a reason why they call it confidence, man.
But you know what? We're gonna. What? Sorry, his name again? Because
Sir Talavar.
Talavar. Talavar.
I need to be set free so I can return to my queen and report news of the coup against Zybilna.
How can you report news to her if she's frozen in time? Oh wait,
No,
that's
my queen.
My bad. That was
my queen. Zybilna is not my queen.
Yes.
I am very much in favor of getting you back to your queen and doing her that favor of getting you the favor of getting you out, certainly, and also getting that information to her. And I think it would be greatly beneficial for us to do this.
I agree.
Also,
so we're gonna
do
our best.
Did we establish if his queen's this is out of character? Did we establish if his queen's an ally to Zybilna yet?
I couldn't speak to Zybilna. Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, no,
Crafty.
I'm asking out of character if we established that yet or not.
He told you that he had been sent as an emissary to ask Zybilna to be an ally against the hated enemies of Titania and the Summer Court, which are the Fomorians.
Ally is a strong word. It's more like not opposed. Really. Different archfey. Kind of.
Crash has moved some of the tables to the side, and currently she and Alphonse are squaring off with a rapier apiece, and they're dueling each other.
Well,
might as well take a rest.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna, before we get to that hill, and
That's
see
what
what we can do about getting that key.
I think that's the only real course of action we have at this point.
Okay. Sue shows you to some rooms upstairs, which have simple but comfortable beds for you all to sleep in and take that long rest that you need to face the challenges ahead. And we're gonna go ahead and end our session there today.
Cool. Do you want us to go ahead and take a long rest before the end of the session?
Yes, you're gonna get your long rest.
Got it.
We're gonna start next session at the end of the long rest, or during the long rest, but you still will get your long rest benefit.
Okay.
So happy.
I have switched my hexblade to this rapier now.
Okay.
Got it. Excellent. Thank you so much, Crafty.
Yeah, no problem.
We actually got into combat, and exactly what I thought would happen to Killian happened to Killian. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which is actually called Of Light and Loss. And so we're going to be continuing to play this on Sundays from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time till roughly about 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. It depends. Crafty is obviously allowed to find a organic stopping point for every single session. So it's all determined by where we get to and what we do. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and we're going to let all these lovely people tell you where you can find them on the internet, first off. Because massive interwebs. Mainly because every single person here is a creator in some way. And so and as Dinner and a Game is kind of just a family show and we do everything together, we want to make sure that you guys get a chance to see their other creations at their other locations. So let's go ahead and start with the GM extraordinaire for this game, Crafty Mirage. Crafty, where can people find you on the massive interwebs?
You can find me on TikTok. I'm mostly on there. On Instagram too. I do some storytelling over on St. Pete by Night on Thursdays. And I'm over on Mondays on McCoy's channel, where every other Monday where I play Feather. I'm going to be Feather this Monday. Hope hoping that our whole table is finally not feeling sick, so we can finally play again. And I'm obviously here. I also have an Etsy shop where I make crochet stuff that I like to sell every now and then. I do commissions.
Yes, I bought bought my wife one of her sweater sleeves. It is so freaking soft. We finally washed it. She's been wearing it like for a week. We finally washed it, and it did actually get softer. It was kind of crazy. You. And I was just like, holy crap. Now she looks like, well, the biggest problem we're having with it now is the cats discovered how soft it is. So we can't leave it anywhere because they'll just like roll themselves up in it.
I had to make my cat her own blanket so she has something.
Yeah. So yes, we highly recommend Crafty's Crafts because they are amazing. Also, Jeremiah, where can we find you on the massive interwebs?
Well, I am Basics of the Game on TikTok and here on Twitch. And if you look for Jeremiah McCoy in a lot of social media places, you will find me in various places. And I mainly talk about D&D and other tabletop role-playing games, their history, their implications, the rules, design, and a whole range of things. I am going to be, as Crafty said, running a vampire 5th edition actual play every other Monday, which she is a player and I get to be the EST. And we have a lot of fun. It's a delightful, chaotic mix of characters, and we have a lot of fun doing it. Also on Monday, earlier in the day, I will be on Beggar Street playing Vampire the Masquerade as well, because I don't get enough apparently. And I get to be a player that time. And I'm around. I do things. I do have a website, jeremiahmccoy.com, but I haven't updated the blog there in a while. But you can find a bunch of content there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Next, we will go around to Bishy Bunny. Bishy, where can people find you on the massive interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter, Bishy Bunny. It's all one word. They have the link up here. Mm-hmm. Also on Twitch, where I stream at the moment due to health reasons, mostly collabs with friends. And in fact, right after this, in about an hour, because we actually extended the time in case this ran long, I will be with the Breakfast Crew once again, and that is Big Daddy Biscuit, Big Mama Short Stack, Dr. Sausage McCam Slam, and Bon Bon Cinnabon, that's me. We'll be playing some Stardew Valley, going back to Pelican City and to our farms. Really looking forward to it. It's one of my favorite streams that we do. It's always a lot of fun.
Excellent. And of course, finally, we have the impeccable Dice Goblin Black Cat. So where can people find you on the massive interwebs?
Well, on most platforms, mainly TikTok, even though I am terrible about posting recently. I am still Dice Goblin Black Cat, basically everywhere. But I am also Fate and Fortune Dice at fateandfortunedice.com. I make dice. I do commissions. Technically, slots are open still. But I still have stuff up for sale there, and even though it doesn't say the price is 30% off, everything is 30% off because it's old stock, and we're trying to move those older sets out.
Excellent. So if you guys want to get some amazing dice and get them at a decent discount, now's the time to do it. And you can get over there and you can find those links on our chat, along with the links to all these other creators. As we said in the beginning of the show, the biggest boost that any creator can get is knowing that someone took a few seconds to go hit that follow button. We will all create things because it's our hobby. We will all make these things regardless of whether anyone likes them, because it's what we enjoy doing. But getting that follow is such a huge serotonin boost that we cannot even begin to describe it. Also, if you want to find all of Dinner and a Game socials, I know a lot of you were in a lot of different ones today, and we really appreciate it. Having folks watching on our different channels is amazing and wonderful, and really just helps us out with all the algorithms everywhere. And we had people watching just about everywhere. I mean, the only place we don't know for sure is Instagram, because it doesn't give us a way to track it. But we had people watching on Twitch for a while, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all the places, and TikTok's over there, so yeah. So, but if you guys will be patient with us for a few moments, those people on Twitch, we are going to go find someone to raid into. When you raid, you basically take your audience and jump into another person's audience. When you get there, if you're on Twitch, refresh your connection, hit F5 or just refresh your browser, because that helps them with the algorithm that helps promote their shows and their games. So if you get there, refresh it, it'll count you as a new view rather than a raid view, which helps them get their show out there a little bit further. Also, if you haven't given them a follow, please do. We usually raid creators who are our friends and who we've either played with before or been in the audience before and talked to a lot. So we try and it's a community, and we try and support each other. So if you can give them a follow, it would be great. Now, remember, at Dinner Again, we always save you a seat at the table. Please be careful. Almost all of us went to Gen Con. Almost all of us got COVID at Gen Con. Everyone should social distance and wear a mask when you can. There's new strains coming out all the time. The latest one's been really, really nasty about infection, but not as bad on the outcome, but it's still nasty. So be careful. We want you to take care of yourselves and be able to join us as often as possible for any one of our games that you feel like joining us for, or all of our games if you're feeling charitable. In the meantime, like we said, we're going to raid out on Twitch. Everywhere else, we're going to wish you a very, very good Sunday and hope you have a great rest of your day. And hope you can join us on Tuesday for Emerald Sanctums, where the crew is getting ready to see what exactly is going on with a magic telescope that sucked one of them away, and they're trying to find out exactly what happened. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, and the mages and the fae may be going to war, maybe not. There's still a lot of discussion. But all that being said, we will see you guys next time, and thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a great afternoon. We will see you in a bit. Bye.
Goodbye.